Okay. Here we go. Absolutely not on time by about 10 minutes, but that's okay because not everyone was on time and Jono wasn't on time either. So I don't I don't feel excuse me, so bad about it. Welcome. We made it. Just about to the first of probably 2 or maybe 3 streams of the Gemstone Prophecy Part 2 by RipX's. Whoa, maybe 3, 2 streams, maybe 3 streams. Yeah, let's see how it goes. It's gonna be at least 2. At least 2. RipX, hello, welcome. RipX is on the ball, in the stream, and on the money, and in, on, among, through, during, beyond, lots of things. Good to see you. Welcome, good evening. This is water, not anything else. Because I just went for a run, and it's really hard to get back in time, get on stream in time, but I just about made it. How are you? How are things over in NC? Hope you're okay. I'm looking forward to this. Xynn is going to be on her own doing this. Well, when I say on her own, I mean there's no point in really bringing old Relance along for this one. So what we're going to do is just do it on her own, because she's going to be picking people up along the way, right? There's no need necessarily to have another follower in addition to the other followers who are going to be there as well. Yeah. What I'm going to do is just in the first few minutes just going to sort out her carry weight a little. As you can see, her carry weight is a little bit high. 273 out of 300, and I think that's because she's got a lot of kind of straggler weapons which have been left over from other things, other streams. So I'm just going to dump a couple of things. How are things over with you, RipX? How are things going? Hope you're okay. How's your day been? Yeah, like the little things like this, like we just don't really need an ebony helmet. I don't know where the fuck she picked that up from. Just not necessary at all. And what's heavy? Visage of Mazund, like, you know, good. So pumped up. Yeah, we are ready to go. I was testing this one last night. And you know, as you know, because I told you that I was testing things last night, and everything's a-okay. I think the Gen 1 reveal ain't got nothing on this. Oh, really? Well, let's see. I've got the document ready. I've got the Word document, so that's on my laptop here, which I'm going to be using just to sort of as part of the books, well, in place of the books, even though they're the same books. Yeah. I'm just going to. If there's anything else we need to dump, not really. Potions. And then let's go. Potions. Because you know what? The thing is that potions just like... They give so much weight. They add so much to weight. Oh, okay, where are all the clowns that were in the disc? They'll come in, don't worry. Everyone sort of filters in. Gradually, it'll be okay. So that was that. You see, it's good. You know, you get rid of the potions, and you get rid of a load of carry weight. Nicely done. Has she got everything she needs to get? I think so. Boots. Fine. Circlet is fine. Yep. Let me know if the audio mix is okay. So I've got like some little bit of background music on. So let me know if that's all right. If it's too loud in the mix. Music is awesome. Good. Good. I think she's got everything. I think she's ready to go. So we know where we're going. We are going over to Solitude. going over to the Blue Palace. And you know, after this stream, when the stream's finished, well, when all these 2 or 3 streams are finished, you know, however long it takes, everything will be being uploaded to YouTube. Why are they approaching her in a rather threatening way? I have no idea what that's about. Because nearly all, not all, but most of the streams are archived up on YouTube. So let's go to Solitude. And let's see who we meet. I know that from here we got to go over to Dawnstar. I like the hub. The hub of this one is cool. I like it kind of more than the trippy room, I think, you know. So let's go and see what happens. And this is also with stuff which is with Hammett, right? Hammett did a lot of the dungeony stuff in this. He did material in all the Gemstone Prophecy mods, didn't he? I should also note that the music is like royalty-free stuff. Not 3. Oh, it's just as well. Just as well we confirmed that. Just as well we confirmed. 3 has a big dwemer from someone else. Oh, really? That's interesting. Do I know the someone else? Are we okay to name in the stream who the someone else is? But that's cool, actually. I like that. I like how it's got like a dwemer feel to it. That's good. That's a nice thing. So okay, so we're not. I imagine the other person who did the dwemer stuff is credited, right? Let's take a look at the Gemstone Prophecy 2 page briefly before we go in. Gemstone Prophecy 2 Nexus. It's a little bit 80s, the music. So this was brought. So this is relatively. I appropriated someone else's dungeon. Oh, okay. You appropriated someone else's dungeon with permission. Oh, that's cool. That's good. So were there any changes made to the dungeon, or was it just inserted into the mod as was? How did that go? Let's just take a quick look. So this is a relatively recent thing. This mod came out in 2019. I count that as recent, pretty much. Because all the other mods that end up being played on this stream, some ports and added books and pillars. Okay, little things. Because, like, you know, most of the mods are like from early. Oh, so Feb 21. These are well recent in comparison to other stuff. But did you hear what they said about the about Anniversary Edition, which comes out next week? This time, no, nearly this time next week. Thursday week Anniversary Edition comes out, and apparently you can't. The mods aren't going to work. So I heard. I think that's what Hammett was saying as well. That they need to be reinserted, remodded in a different way, you know? Not being a modder myself, I don't know the technicalities. of it. But apparently some things, or a lot of things, aren't going to be working for Anniversary Edition. Mode. I'm not changing. Took Steam to offline mods. Offline mode. So, do you mean you're not going to be... Are you going to be modding for Anniversary Edition or not? I would think that's such a pain. As a mod to have to like learn how to do it again and stuff. I think that'd be such a pain. So that won't update. Oh, I see what you're saying. So so you've got, okay, let me get this right then. So you've got Special Edition currently, right? Is that correct? You've got Special Edition currently, and you're going to be just not doing anything with Steam after 11th of, or before, after 11th of November, yeah? When he got it all fixed and the crowd is there, yeah, I suppose so. It's going to be like a clusterfuck, first of all. It really is. It's going to be a real fucking pain in the arse, first of all. And there are going to be so many bugs, and you launch with a mod manager anyway. Well, it's fair enough, you know. I mean, I don't have a mod manager. Like, everything is manual. This channel is so shit. Then why do you keep coming back, Fet? If that's the case, it's a good entry. I'll give you that. How are you, Fet? How are things? Nice to see you. Fet me, oh hey! Your beard. Well, it's a good reason. It's a good reason. It's a great reason to come back. Fantastic, I think. Well, the beard will always be here. The beard ain't going anywhere. So yeah, Fet, tell me what's going on with you. How are you? And also the fact that you were listening to some awesome Pink Floyd last night. Good for you. I think Pink Floyd is a good meeting place for our musical taste. But I don't think you and I have like ever kind of discussed your favourite Pink Floyd album. We may have done. I'm way more into the mid and later period stuff. In fact, I'd say that I was more into stuff which was kind of, you know, post Waters, which is probably an exceptionally controversial thing to say. But I started... What's your favourite Pink Floyd album? Probably one of the ones... So I'm going to go ahead and call 3 streams now. Might be right. Might be right. RipX. Favourite Pink Floyd album? Probably Division Bell. And the reason why is because it's the one that I started with. And so I liked all the other ones I heard after that, but not as much. It was the one I heard first of all, and I just listened to it loads and loads and loads. I kind of understood Dark Side of the Moon. I understood why it was rated so highly. I liked The Wall. Delicate Sound of Thunder. Division Bell is a 3 out of 5 tops. I think it really depends where you come from. Absolutely. I think for a lot of people, Division Bell wouldn't be like anywhere near their top. But for me, yeah, I think it's a really good one. I mean, okay. Let me guess. Let me guess for you, Fet. What's Fet's top one going to be? I think for you it's going to be one of the ones in the 70s. Maybe it's going to be one of the earlier ones. It's going to be one of the main ones. It's not going to be Delicate Sound of Thunder. It's not going to be... Probably is The Wall. Is it The Wall? It's not bad choice if it's The Wall. Or maybe it is Dark Side of the Moon. Oh, Momentary Lapse of Reason. Guess your top 3. What, in order? Well, I'm going to say Dark Side of the Moon. I'm going to say The Wall. Momentary Lapse of Reason. What year was Momentary Lapse of Reason? Does anyone know off the top of their heads before I Google it? Momentary Lapse of Reason. 87. Yeah. I don't know about momentary lapse of reason, but oh, okay, we'll say that as well because RipX said it. So go on. Were we anywhere close to being correct at all? I bet we were. I bet I was. I bet I was with the wall and dark side, and I bet Division Bell's not in there. Final cut. There's something which I don't understand. So I was right. Woo-hoo. There's something I don't get about Final Cut. Nice to know that RipX apparently is a fan as well. That's cool. There's something that I don't get about Final Cut. Yeah, but yeah, that's true about sound alerts as far as I'm aware. Unless somebody wants to try playing one of the sound alerts through channel points, some of the cheap ones. But as far as I'm aware, they're still not working. And I haven't had time to sort it out tonight. Because it was broken on their end on Sunday. Oh fuck! Oh well, that's good. We didn't get a little on stream notification, but it doesn't matter. Sound came through. Apparently. Where's the slorp? No slorp. No slorp, but a Viking horn. This is what we were finding on John's stream last night, because John had problems with sound alerts last night as well, and some would work and some wouldn't work. I don't fucking know why. It's very, very strange. But I'm going to very, very quickly check the sound alerts dashboard. But yeah, like I say, the problem was on their end. Yeah, so RipX's Viking horn worked, and then that maybe it's got something against you, Fett. Yeah, what I was saying about the Final Cut was, is it? I thought it was a compilation or a compendium or something, or is it just a totally original album? That's what I don't understand about it. I know that's easy to sort out, that problem, but I don't know. That's totally original. Was it 80s? Was it in the 1980s? Don't know much about the history of the band so much. It's like, I don't, 83, well that's cool. So all your stuff is 80s. Oh no, because Dark Side isn't 80s, Dark Side is 70s, right? But what I don't understand is that I don't know what happened with regards to, fuck me, really? There was I all the time thinking that it was an 80s album, that The Wall was 80s. Wow. Oh, that's so weird. I always thought it was like 85, 86, something like that. I want to listen to the Final Cut, because I love 80s shit. Fucking love 80s metal, 80s rock, 80s prog rock. 70s prog rock only kind of sometimes cuts it for me. I'm not Mila Orkefeld, so I can't really get into 70s prog rock so much. 80s prog rock, yes. Final Cut's basically The Wall too, yeah. So why did... I think what we should do is we should go into the main area here. We should go into the main area that starts the mod. I think that's what we should do. Where everything begins. So... And I'll begin the mod proper very shortly, but I wanted to get into this bit. What I don't understand is why Waters left. Was it really as simple as musical differences? Was that it? Or was there something more kind of sinister and acrimonious going on? Or was the acrimony purely based on musical differences? I know that a lot of this information can be found through an internet search, but the fact is that what are we going to do? as people? Are we just going to end up like Googling things and never having discussions about stuff? Yeah, they all hated each other, and he thought the band had run its course. Yeah, that's tragic, isn't it? I suppose. I mean, I don't know if there was such a kind of, disparity in how things went. Walters was almost dominating. Yeah, of course. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. But the I mean, is it like Genesis, where people think there's like a big difference between one period and another, like the Phil Collins period and the Peter Gabriel period? Is there such a difference to the Waters period as there is the Gilmore period? I don't know. I don't think it's as drastic. I don't think the difference is as drastic. Like the Invisible Touch. Well, that's what I grew up with. I grew up with that era because my mum was like heavily into Phil Collins era Genesis. So I never heard any of the stuff with Peter Gabriel. She liked Peter Gabriel's solo stuff in the 80s, so we had like quite a bit of Peter Gabriel's solo stuff happening in the 80s. But we never, none of the prog stuff. I think that was, as Patrick Bateman said, too artsy. Most people think the Waters period was faster. Of course they do. I mean, that's what I would expect. But musically, is there such a difference between the two? And it was defo better produced, some of the greatest LPs ever, yeah. Yeah. I want to listen to the final cut after this. I'll listen to it tomorrow, and we can chat about it tomorrow. I've done the wall. Though I haven't got like into the wall. It's quite different. Okay. I haven't got like into the wall as much as I could have done, but I've heard it like enough times. Dark Side of the Moon definitely heard enough times. But the final cut I don't know anything about. So I'll look into that. I think what we should do is I want to get, it's a concept album. Pay attention when you listen to the final cut. Pay attention to the lyrics, right? I presume we're talking about the lyrics, that's what I should pay attention to. Or is there some kind of musical representation of the lyrics going on as well? Is that something that happens? Like kind of like an opera, right? Lyrics and music. I like it when I wonder if I could do this simultaneously, or is it going to confuse people? I think it's best to sort of just hover over it and do the reading. I think that's the best thing to do. I like it when albums have that kind of thing where it's almost like a rock opera, where they do like overtures and then you get little musical cadences that repeat throughout the album, and the theme is lyrical and musical and both reflect each other. I like that. So here we are to start. RipX, tell me if I'm doing anything wrongly with regard to the placement of the books and the order of the books, but you've already given me the order. You've already given me the order in the document. So this is. It begins very much. This is very much book driven, if you remember, with RipX's stuff. Before we have to read the literature because two reasons. Firstly, because the literature tells us about the lore. It tells us where to go. There are no map markers as far as I'm aware. So we'd just get like pretty much lost if we didn't read the literature. And the second thing is that it's a big part of the story, and otherwise it's just going to be a linear dungeon mod. But there is going to be a lot of dungeony stuff. Anyway, Fett, how's your Iron Brew situation? I'm just on the water here myself. Rolling Stone magazine gave it 5 stars. Are they still around? Rolling Stone magazine? Probably are still going. Okay, so I'm going to read from my version here. You may think this courtyard is the end of the story of the Gemstone prophecy. The courtyard's pretty, and you'll learn some great history here, but most importantly, you'll learn something else. History repeats itself. Something is drastically wrong. The prophecy is said to occur every 1,000 years, and yet here we are now. There's no time to wait. Molag Bal has enough evil energy to resurrect a warrior to become his bloodstone, even though it has been less than a year since the last time the Gemstone Maidens defeated him. Why is this happening? How could he do this? And what can you do? There's no time to waste. The beginning of wisdom is found within the waters of this courtyard. Only by praying at the feet of the great statue of Dibella will you find the door to the truth. Start your journey now, and may the divines be with you. The other thing that I was going to do, which I've forgotten to do, is I was going to remove her books, because we're going to end up with a lot of books. I think it's a good idea to take the books with us. But we can actually do that later, because we're able to get out of the moddy bit into Riverwood and beyond. So we do have some freedom to move around Skyrim. And this is something that I quite like about this mod. So, The Great Deception, Chapter 1. Let's see what else is around here. Everyone should have a courtyard like this. This is a great courtyard. The mod looks cool. Yeah, well, I mean, I can give you a little tour. This is just the first of the little. It's not really a hub. It's an intro area. This is Dibella's courtyard. I'm gonna try not to fall in the water. But who cannot appreciate a massive statue of Dibella like that? Who cannot appreciate that? I'd love one of these in my house. Now, these... Should I read these ones? Presumably I should read these ones about the maidens, right? I think, seeing as they're physically posted in sequential, I think so. Up to you. There, I can't see them on the Word document, and they're short. Like her sister in time, Rolorin Nabaru was a wood elf ranger from the Narathian elf city of Kelethin, a village in the trees like Valenwood. Like her sister, the same fate befell Rolorin, and she was thrown through time and space to land here in Skyrim, and oddly enough, she was also found by Reba and transformed into the Emerald Maiden. Yeah, not in the document. Okay. If we remember from the last Gemstone prophecy, Amaya Stone, the Amethyst Maiden of the prophecy, has always been an example of leadership and strength. Before she was born, I remember this, the old woman approached her mother and gave her the news of her destiny along with a key. The key that would start her maiden journey. As a child, her village law forbid the training of females for battle. I remember all this. Her father took her far away from the village and trained her, for he felt that the village law was wrong. She, along with her sister Reba, grew to be formidable warriors. One day she returned to find the village and everyone in it destroyed. It was when she was looking for revenge that the old woman approached Amaya and told her that it was time to live out her fate. Along with the other three maidens, she defeated the Bloodstone, who coincidentally turned out to be a former Diamond Maiden. The books here are from the Maiden's Prophecy. Okay. So it's just a nice little summing up of things. So this is about Sapphire. This is just like a recounting thingy. In her homeworld of Norath, Rolanru Nibara was a great fighter. However, when her village was attacked, the city mage opened a portal that was supposed to take her safely out the area. As the mage held the portal open, he was killed, and the resulting flux of magic flung Rolana into a temporal realm wormhole. When the portal reopened, it was here in Skyrim. It was here where Rolana was approached by Ribastone, the Ruby Maiden. Reba transformed Rolana into the Sapphire Maiden, where she then fought alongside the other maidens and saved the world. I don't forget it at all. It was quite memorable for lots of reasons. And this is the final one, the Ruby Maiden. I like these little short recountings. Reba Stone has always been the rebel of her family. Always in the shadow of her older sister Amaya, Reba was training in the forest whenever she could, the goal only to surpass her sister. Reba started to augment her training by learning fire magic from her mother, who was part of a secret group of female Sherry magic users. We all know about the Sherry. Ryba. Is it Ryba, not Reba? Ryba, excuse me. Because Rolance is part of the Sherry. Ryba was skeptical of the story her mother would always tell them of the prophecy, and that one day they were to be maidens and save the world, even though her mother was given a key during her pregnancy with Ryba, just as she had been given one for Amaya. However, when the old lady approached Reba years later, Ryba, she knew it was no longer just a story. She brought all this to a head literally, as Ryba herself was the one who struck the killing blow on the Bloodstone, saving our world. Okay, so that's just a nice little recount. We've got to activate the Shrine of Dibella. Why not? The origin of the Sherry. And this is just a nice little recounting thingy from the last one. I won't go through this at the moment. But presumably this is from the last... This is just like revision, right? From the last mod. There are two origin of... Skip it! Skip it. Okay. Yeah. These are like recounting things from the last one. Let's go. And the portal is down here. Let's go. The Gemstone Island. Oh, this looks pretty fucking good. What time is it? It's a great time. It's 7:30 in the morning. So the island's gonna look pretty fucking great. And it's got actual little crabs. And these aren't like mud crabs that have been shrunk. They're like crabs that have actually been recolored. I think that's pretty good. I like that. You don't get to see this kind of thing much on Skyrim. Redeemed ban and in-game action. What? We can't move. For how long is it? Is it 3 minutes? I can't remember. I can't remember. Is it 3 minutes? That's quite funny. I think it's 3 minutes. The girl that made the island is the same one that made the skin. Oh, really? Yeah. This is a different model skin. Yup. Okay. So we go to 47 past the hour. It's the same one. She's good. What's her name? I think Fett does these little things because he likes to chat. But there's also another redemption for that, isn't there, Fett? Yeah, sound alert, so fucking fucked. Yeah, I know. But I mean, you know, fortunately, I quite like it here, just chilling out on this beach. I mean, it's not often. She made this skin too. Oh, okay. Massive Master. I like her. I'm gonna have a chat with her if I remember. I say so many things on stream and I forget to do it after the stream, but I'm gonna have a chat with her because I like her work. But yeah, you know, how often in Skyrim do we get to be on a beach? And it's not an annoying beach as well. It's not oh, on next issue Zula. Okay, thanks for that. And it's not an annoying beach either, with lots and lots of kids running around. I fucking hate that. I don't know if that's my just being kind of intolerant, seeing as I'm child-free myself by choice. But God, this is ideal as a beach, with nobody on it, nobody leaving cigarette butts around, Nobody who has to take their phone into the water. It's like, really, can you just not leave your phone just for like 5 or 10 minutes? You need to get one of those little zip bags that means you can take your phone in the water. But I think a lot of phones these days are waterproof. I think. I mean, my phone is apparently waterproof, but I'm not going to be taking it in the sea. You know, I can leave it for a little bit. But yeah, RipX, there's another redemption thing for Tomb Talk Switch. I can't remember how many channel points it is now. But there's like a switch to Tomb Talk for like, you know, 5 minutes or something. Oh, bloody hell, what's this? As a result of the Falklands War, Waters changed direction and wrote new material. He saw British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher's response to Argentina's invasion of the islands as jingoistic and unnecessary, and dedicated the new album, provisionally titled Requiem for a Post-War Dream, to his father, Eric Fletcher Waters. A second lieutenant of the 8th Royal Fusiliers, Eric Waters died during the Second World War of Aprilia in Italy on 18th of February 1944, when his son Roger was 4 years old. So, that's what he got up to next. This is post Pink Floyd, right? But that happened like after Pink Floyd. Rather than during, I would have thought. Oh, that's Final Cut. Oh, fucking hell. Okay. Fair enough. Right, 3 minutes is up. Let's go. That's Final Cut. That's interesting. Read Etch Tablet. Only those chosen by Debella need enter these portals, for you will not exit the same way you went in. That's to go back. So, there's another book I remember somewhere here. Can you go swimming? Good question. The water looks nice, doesn't it? I wonder how far we can go. Look at this! I don't believe this. Did you know this was here, RipX? Did you know that she put like tropical fish in the water? Oh my fuck! I don't believe this. Good job. Attention to detail is important. That's good, isn't it? Oh, fantastic. Love it. So the next book is in here, I think. Yeah, it is. With Jade. Hey, Jade. The Gemstone Deception, Chapter 2, The Jade Maiden. Is there a book called The Island 1.5? I seem to remember there was a book somewhere in the middle called The Island, or am I making it up? Oh, Aphrodite's here. Hey, nice to see you. Haven't seen you for a little bit, my friend. How are you? Good evening to you. This is such a fucking awesome beach. It's great. And this is coming from somebody who doesn't like beaches. Sorry, I'm just taking a look around the beach just for a second. This is so fucking chilled. Oh, there's another girl. Amethyst is here. I didn't even know that Amethyst was here. I really didn't fucking know that. When I had a look around last night, I didn't know that she was here. Should I be going in any particular order of these books, RipX? Because we'll check them out in order. If that's, it's okay. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. I'll check out. You know what? I got really happy when I saw Amethyst here. Let's take a look in the chest. Look at all this shit. There's 10,000 gold. There's 10,000 gold in the chest. Bloody hell. Plus all this stuff. All these elixirs. New hair. Yeah, she looks cool. Wow. I'm impressed. What am I going to take from here? I'm not going to take everything. I'm going to take the magicka. About half of it. And I'm going to take some of the health. So what have you been up to, Aphrodite? What have you been playing? What have you been doing? What kinds of things have you been up to? Because last time we saw you was like... Ooh. It was when we were doing some of Hammett's stuff. It may have been back in Greybane Hollow. Or a little bit after that, I think. A familiar face. This hut's not that big, but it doesn't need to be. This one notices the girl staring at him. She's tall, muscular, and has striking purple hair and eyes. Hello, stranger. Welcome. You're surely about to undergo a journey that will be unparalleled to anything else you'll ever do in life. Here you'll get all supplies that you'll need. The one smiles. I know you. You're the Amethyst Maiden. I saw you in Solitude at the Day of the Maiden celebration. Wow, this is incredible. But wait, where are the other maidens? Are they around? The maidens are everywhere. The Jade Maiden is the overseer of the island, and the maidens are sent throughout Skyrim for various reasons of promoting justice and truth. Of course, they're not trying to stand out. That's why you don't see an island covered in maidens, even though there are dozens of them. They are all on the island from time to time. As for the maidens I fought with, Emerald and Sapphire are currently on a secret mission from the Jade Maiden herself. Even I do not know where they've gone. What about the Ruby Maiden? Xynn asks. Your sister, right? Is she on a mission as well? Amethyst Maiden looked at the ground and was silent. Ruby has gone through some changes, and not all for the better. The vampire Queen Diana tricked her, and now she is all but a slave to her. I tried to force Diana to change her back. I barely made it out with my life. And only because Diana wanted Ruby to see what she had done to me. I haven't seen Ruby for months. But sadly she's lost. I don't think she can come back, but that's not your concern. The chest here has a myriad of supplies for you. And if you don't have everything else you need, there's gold as well. Go and buy the supplies you need, then return and go through the other door and to the portals. It's time to meet your destiny. Modding Skyrim and eating food. That's cool. Do you cook your own food, Aphrodite? And you make mods. I can't remember what kind of mods you make. What kind of mods do you make? Be cool to know. I'm just going to adjust my mic so it doesn't keep... Most of the time, yeah, I love cooking as well. Aphrodite, if you join the Discord, I'd love to have you in the Discord. It'd be great, because food is a big topic there, and cooking is a big topic there as well. So it'd be great to have you in there and chat about this stuff, because it gets talked about all the time. And mods as well. I'm not a modder. I don't make mods. I use them, clearly, because, you know, a lot of my Skyrim stuff is mod-based, but... You know, mod discussion. The invite is invalid. Is it really? Hold on a sec. That's probably the old... Let's see. Does that work for you, Aphrodite? Forgot to post my food tonight. Oh! You gotta do it. It's important. What did you have? What did you have for your food tonight? What did you have? Oh, I think you found your way in, Aphrodite. I'm inside. That sounded wrong. Yeah, you're inside, Aphrodite. You just have to accept the rules, and then, as long as you accept the rules, you'll be shot forth into the arena of the unwell. That's a quote. It's not what I mean. Iron brew cake. What the fuck? Are you being serious? Is that what you actually did? I think RipX is just sitting there like Lysander, just get on with it. It's important to talk about these things. I'm really happy to see Amethyst. She was my favourite. Actually, I wasn't sure. Iron brew cake. Fair. I just can't believe that you didn't take a photo of it. But I think you should at least talk about the fact that you should at least mention the fact that you had iron brew cake. I mean, you know, that's great. I'm really. Xynn has light. She can do if I do this. Whoops, wrong thingy. It's all about getting the right angle. Oh, look. You see? We can see her a lot better now. Can certainly see her armor is fucking cool. No, I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure whether I prefer her like on the first one or the second one. I really don't know. Like, first was really good. Sorry, Sorry, Amethyst looks fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. It depends what angle you get her on, because, like, this light is really strong. But I think this is good enough. She looks awesome. Let's go past the tropical fish. Bye, Amethyst. Sorry, Fet, did you say that you made it yourself or you bought it? I mean, it's like iron brew cake. Jade's book. We're going into Jade's one now. Oh, now I understand what you're saying about the light and the daylight and shit. Just staring at Jade for a bit. She looks great. In the daylight, it makes a big difference. You're right, RipX. 11:29 AM. The Jade Maiden. Xynn looks around the hut. The minimalist nature of furniture save for a table and bed. On the other side of the room, a woman in most unique looking armour. Hello, little one, the woman says, smiling. I'm glad you've arrived. You're no doubt full of questions, so to expedite our timeline, I'll tell you what you need to know. I am the Jade Maiden, the first maiden that the great creator created. I was put on this island to keep the maiden's legacy fresh and strong, to guide them where I can. But now's not the time. History repeats itself, and now is no different. But you must know the history. Thousands of years ago, Molag Bal wanted to destroy Skyrim. He collected the evil, sinful energy of mankind, and once he felt he'd had enough, he created a being of immense destructive power, the Bloodstone. She was made to destroy all the world. It looked like it was going to happen. I bought a cake and stuffed it with iron brew ice cream. Fet, you've got to do it again. You have to do it again. And you have to post about it. You have to. This is like your identity. I'm going to just stay on the title page and read, because I'm reading from the document, not actually from the book. However, the Divines realised that they would be ruling over a dead world if the Bloodstone succeeded, and secretly agreed to create a group of warriors to defeat her. They took 8 gemstones and enchanted them with their power, creating weapons and armour to accompany 8 hand-picked maidens. The maidens would then traverse a variety of dungeons before they finally met with and battled the Bloodstone. This has happened several times through the history of Skyrim and will continue to happen. The cycle repeats itself through time to maintain the balance between good and evil. Now, you've been called to find the next group of maidens. Unlike the last prophecy, this time the maidens will have to prove themselves before they can face the Bloodstone. We don't know how, but Molag Bal has gathered an incredible amount of evil energy in a short amount of time, and the Divines have been caught off guard. The prophecy occurs every 1,000 years, yet only a year later, Molag Bal is preparing to strike again. Additionally, Amethyst, Ruby, Emerald and Sapphire gemstones are still recharging from the last prophecy. Molag Bal has also once again sown his sadistic side. You'll go through the same dungeons that the maidens encountered 1,000 years ago, now tombs that hold the remains of the great diamond, onyx, citrine and topaz maidens. Find the maiden in the hut in the water. She has some items for you to start your trip. Once you're ready, you may enter the portal to the Dungeons of Prophecy and begin your quest to stop the Bloodstone and save the world. Be warned, however, once you enter the portals, you'll not be able to return here until your journey is complete. Okay, wait a minute. I'm a little confused, Xynn says. It's no matter. Once you step into the portals, all will be explained. For now, go and find the hut and speak to the maiden there. The Jade Maiden says, smiling. And that's when we go to see Amethyst. Do I want you to get diabetes? Yes! Because it's funny. No, of course I don't. Well, I mean, you know, why don't you... I just really want to see a picture of the fucking thing. I really want you to make it again. No, of course I don't, Fet. But what I do want to see is I do want to see the fucking Iron Brew cake. I do want to see it. You found any already? I have to take another a 2-minute break. Am I taking a 2-minute break from play? I think generally what Fet means when he says 2-minute break is he means a 2-minute break from play, rather than a 2-minute break from the stream. But there's another hut over there. I want to go to the hut over there. From play, yeah. I do quite like these little stone towery things that are around. God, if only all beaches in the world were like this. It'd be fucking great. What kind of cake was it that you put the Iron Brew in? I can't believe you made an Iron Brew cake. And that was your dinner, right? What kind of cake was it? I can't imagine it was like a chocolate cake or anything. It was probably just like a sponge. Is it like a plain vanilla sponge or Victoria? Oh, it was a cheap cake mix. Oh, so it's actually a cheap cake. I just can't believe it. You know what you should do next, actually, Faye? Is you should have like a cake mix, and then you should no, don't even do that. You should make the cake, and you should deep fry it. I mean, come on, that'll be the Scottish side coming out of you, or the heart, you know, that Scottish side. A deep fried Iron Brew ice cream cake. You should make quit stopping the stream cake. Yeah, I mean, Fet redeemed it, so I have to do it. But I think it's a 3-minute redemption. I think it's a 3-minute redemption. I think both redemptions are 3 minutes, so we've got another like 2 minutes or something like that. It's not long. I made the redemptions all sort of short on purpose. I'm gonna have to, if this sound alert doesn't work, I'm gonna have to refund you those points. I don't fucking know what's up with the sound alerts, man. And I've tried so many different things. However, I haven't big and bold. I haven't. Don't worry about it. But I do want to progress, and I do want to get into the dungeons. But I haven't taken my own advice and looked at the other troubleshooting guide. My son has a small cock. I don't own any chickens or hens or any poultry, so you're wrong in every way possible. But yeah, okay, I think, oh look, 2 minutes has gone already. Very funny. I know. That's why you love me, Fet, because I'm funny. Right, I'm carrying on. I'm gonna check out what's in this other hut. Oh, this is another like recreational little hut where we can hang out, or like a sex hut or something. This would be a great place to have sex, this island. Can you imagine? Okay, wrong in every way. What, it's really small? No! That part is not small. Right. Okay, so we've done Jade. And I think we're going straight into the portals now. This reminds me of Assassin's Creed 4. What, this environment? Is that correct? I think we're going straight into the portal now. We've seen Amethyst, we've seen Jade, we've read the literature. I think we're going straight into the portals of destiny. Let's go. And so things thereafter look quite different to the island. Chapter 3, the portal. So this is a little instruction manually bit about the portals. Xynn realizes what lays ahead while scanning the huge cave. Waterfalls, coloured glowing pillars, and a large door on the other end. A book lay in wait, and she began to read. Hi, or hello, it says here. We have chosen you to find the maidens and stop Bloodstone, who is already being resurrected in her new form. This highly improbable, how the evil energy can be collected in less than a year, when the prophecies are usually 1,000 years apart. Even the evolution of man's sin cannot grow that quickly, and we feel that somehow the manipulation of time was involved. Unfortunately, this doesn't lessen the danger or the urgency in stopping it. The fate of the world is again in the hands of the maidens. You must find each maiden, take them through their dungeon and help them claim their maiden armour and weapon at the end of each of those dungeons. You'll get a key from the tomb room each time you encounter one. After all 4 dungeons have been beaten, you'll use the keys you receive to open the last door, the door to Bloodstone and your fate. Be sure to read as you go along. The books will tell you what you need to know and point you in the direction you need to go in. First maiden is Topaz, the bear. You'll find her in Dawnstar in the barracks waiting for Destiny. She, like all maidens, will have the key to her dungeon. Your adventure begins now. Go and find her, return here and start your path. One more piece of information. The Jade Maiden was right. The door you came through will no longer take you to the island. Take you to Riverwood. You can use it as a fast means of going back and forth while you rest or get other maidens. Now go and find your destiny. Off we go. So, all these places are they're like locked portals. This is just what I learned from going around last night. And presumably all the maidens have like their own names. Like Topaz is the Bear Maiden. So this is obviously going to be hers. And at the end, once we've got everything, then we go this way. Yonder. So we need to go back to Riverwood and collect Topaz. And this is now the way to Riverwood, rather than the way to the island. Yep, here we are. Let's not forget where the portal is. It's like under the entrance to the barracks. In fact, we don't need to hang out in Riverwood. We can just fast travel to Dawnstar, which is where she is. In the barracks. I don't even know where the fucking barracks are, but it can't be that hard to find out where they are. I still want... I can't believe that Fett didn't take a picture of his cake. You know what you could have done if you want to be really lazy? You could have bought like a plain Victoria sponge and just poured iron brew into it. Alright, barracks are here. That's what I think you should have done. Oh, hi Topaz, she's right here. I have something for you here. Where's she gone? Go away, Dawnstar Guard. Dawnstar Guard was in the way. Oh, there she is. Hey, you. Let's go. Come on. drop your bread and let's get going. Just as well I've got advanced follower tweaks, isn't it? I know this is like a guardhouse, but I found it kind of creepy how he was just sort of hanging out here. Book! Book. There's a book up here. Ah, yes. Chapter 4. Dark Side just finished. Popped it on to start when we began Floyd discussion. Cool, put on Delicate Sound of Thunder. Put on that one, that's what I'd like you to play next. And let me know what you think about it. That would be awesome. The Topaz Maiden. Yeah, fuck off, God. Xynn looks around the barracks, climbing the stairs, unaware of what the maiden looks like. Fortunately, fate is working its magic. Xynn hears a conversation to the side, a man getting a bit too friendly with one of the visiting females. Hey you, why don't you come with me? I have some great things I can show you, the man said in a voice not at all convincing. No thank you, the girl responded. The man, who clearly didn't know when to quit, kept pushing until he found himself on the ground with a mace an inch from his head. I told you no thank you. Do not make me repeat myself, I will not. The man, clearly disorientated, was now more understanding. Sorry, darling, I didn't realise that I was messing with the granddaughter of the great and powerful Iron Mace. That's funny. The girl looked at the man intently. You don't need to worry about her. I need no help stepping on ants. Xynn steps forward and is noticed, and the girl addresses her directly. I hope you don't wish to be an ant also. Xynn laughs and asks if they can get a table. The girl pulled out a key and said, Does this one have anything to do with this? I know who you are. Over the next few rounds of mead, both parties talked, and the girl introduced herself. I'm Marissa the Mace. My great-grandmother Iron is a well-known blacksmith in these parts. I know full well about the maidens. I've been waiting for you for a while. I just need to stop and see my grandmother, and then we can be on our way. She's just outside on the balcony here. You may accompany me if you wish. And with that, they left to visit the great Iron Mace. My Streamlad, what did you say? Oh, I said, put on Delicate Sound of Thunder. Because I want you to hear it. You know what we do? You just give me an idea. Ah, shit. I just had an idea. Yeah. I just had an idea, Fett. It's like, not about Pink Floyd necessarily, but one day we could do like a listen along. But what we'd have to do is, don't know how this is going to work because we can't play the album on stream. I mean, it could be listened to separately at the same time and synced. You know? Do I go out here to the balcony? Oh yeah, here we go. I think that's a cool idea. Gemstone. Who is this lady? Oh, there she is. The old woman. You can do listening parties on Discord. I think it's not a bad idea. I think we have to do it and make it work. I think it would work really well with a playlist. I think that's such a good idea. If we put a playlist together and then did it. If it was like one album, it would probably be too much if there was a group of people together. I think if we got together a playlist and did it, that would be really cool. Or, even better, if everyone, like, sent me their stuff so nobody knew what it was. Everyone could send me their tracks. I'd then put it on a Spotify playlist and give the link to the playlist at the beginning of the party. I think that would work quite nicely, actually. Something to think about going forward. Quite like that idea. The old woman. Xynn feels an air of greatness while approaching the old woman, sharpening a sword. Well, Marissa, the old woman said without looking up. Seems it's time to find your destiny, dear. As the old lady looked up, Xynn couldn't help but stare. Her eyes were faded, definitely violet as was her hair, though more grey than purple. Were the rumours going around true? Was this lady actually a previous maiden? If so, how was she alive? I feel your question, stranger. I am Iron Mace. As for my past, you need not worry about any maiden save for my great-granddaughter. She is your responsibility now. She turned to Marissa. Well, little one, it's time for you to go. As they hugged, Iron pulled her in close. The Bloodstone is ruthless and has no conscience. It will not hesitate to kill all of you without thought and is pure evil. You must fight fast and as one unit. You must be prepared to give everything to defeat her. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? Marissa looked intently at Iron and simply said, I love you, grandmother. Iron smiled, and I you. Supply up and remember this is for Tamriel. Now give me a moment with your new friend, little one. Finally, as Marissa went into the barracks again, Iron turned to Xynn. So, she is to be the new Topaz Maiden. So is there no Amethyst Maiden in the group? Oh well, Iron said as she looked down. I can only hope there's a Sherry in your group. Anyway, I'll pray that you'll be okay. Good travels, traveller. Take care of my granddaughter. Xynn and the new Topaz Maiden headed to the portals to begin the fight for Tamriel once again. Oh, is it Anne? A-Y-N. Like pronounced Anne. I thought it was a pun. I thought it was like Iron Mace, like A-Y-N, Iron Mace. Anne. Anne. Because A-Y-N was Iron, A-N, N, Anne Mace. No pun. I'm not that clever. I thought that's what you were doing. Because in the book, unless the people don't know, it's spelled like that. So I thought that was like a pun, like Iron Mace. I thought that was quite cool. But anyway, never mind. Let's go on. Let's go. We have to go into the portals. We have to go to Riverwood. Let's go. Let's go. You can see Yaktraver is there. So this was an earlier save I was loading. So this is the... Where is the little portal? It's where the... It's just at the side of the barracks. And that Billy No Mates girl. Back there. What, in this direction? Oh, it was around... It's around here or something, isn't it? Billy No Mates. What else did Billy No Mates do? Back. Back. Tell me if I'm going the right way. This way? No? This way? Stop! Okay, I'm stopping. The end. What, like this direction? Forward. Did you... Forward, yes. I didn't see... I do miss messages sometimes. It's got to be around here, right? Go around. Yeah, here we go. Let me check. Sorry, Fet. Hold on. Yeah, I did like Sleaford Mods. I was surprised. I don't know why I was surprised. I think I was surprised because it was like the kind of music that I don't normally listen to. But to be fair, you know, I mean, you have introduced me to stuff that I didn't know about before. Like the other band. Oh fuck, what were they called? It was similar but not the same. What was it fucking called? It was similar but not the same. They're from Yorkshire. They're from somewhere in Yorkshire. This other band. I can't remember exactly where they were from. But I know you know who I'm talking about. Let's go. Yard Act. That's what they were called. They were cool. Right, so we have to go into the bear dungeon. This is right, yeah? Come on, Topaz. Don't get stuck around the pedestal. Let's go. Woohoo. I've just realised that because it's a different body mod, she looks different. Did you get... Look, she looks different because of something else. Grey face bug. Oh, it's a bug, is it? Oh, it's a bug. Okay. Let's trade some stuff. Should I just take it from her like that? That's easy, isn't it? Let's go. Whoa! And in we go. This is the first of 4. May fix for new port. Okay. The questions about Anne. Yeah, put some more stuff in, Fett. Like that. I like the fact that it's all British stuff. I like that. Gotta go, see you all. Okay, take care, Fett. Nice to see you. Drop some more stuff in. I liked the stuff that you put on. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. Xynn knows that curiosity is a blade that can cut deeper than any weapon. So when there's a chance to rest, a question keeps popping up in the head. Marissa speaks before the one can, before Xynn can. You're going to ask me about my great-grandmother, aren't you? It can't be helped, I suppose. She's a bit of a celebrity around here. There are many stories that travel in these lands, and her origins are as much of a mystery now as they have always been. The people here think she was a maiden. The Amethyst Maiden, to be specific. Not too many women with coloured hair like that. Of course, that opens more questions than answers. All I can tell you is that she is a master weaponsmith, an expert at battle and strategy, and I think she has a sister somewhere in Markarth. Xynn looks satisfied at the answer given and smiles. Well, she's a tough lady, that's for certain. These dungeons are no laughing matter either. I hope that we will be able to get through this one, much less the others. Topaz Maiden smiled. My great-grandmother knows a lot about the Maiden legends. She says I should have a new set of armour and a weapon by the time we reach the end. We'll re-evaluate the situation. So let's push on. Maybe 4 streams! Let's go and do maybe some combat, let's see. This is more. I wonder how many like how many dungeons Hammett's got like in backup. Well, this is quiet so far. Oh, I spoke to you soon. Have to get walled up. We are gonna light things up a little bit. So this is like a. So is that grey face bug? Is that like a known thing? Like a well-known thing, RipX. I'm just going to check that there's nothing that we've missed dead-wise. Well, there are out here. Yup. Oh, it's a well-known thing, is it? Okay. That was the gate that opened this. Okay, cool. Let's go a little bit more on and... Could we paralyze ghosts? That would be fucking hilarious. Like, ghost resisted paralyze. Yeah, sure. Seems to be kind of like strange and slightly ironic that you can, you know, hit a ghost with a mace, but, you know, that's where we are. Getting to the point where I don't look in... Well, I did just then, but I don't look in too many chests sometimes because I don't really need the content. It's nice to have them, and I know that there are plenty of players who like really like chests and the contents they're in. But most of my main characters aren't much in need of them. Training and patience. The Topaz Maiden and Xynn pushed on. Maiden, you handle that weapon quite well, Xynn says while the two take a small break. Were you trained for this specifically, or is it just a thing in your family? My grandmother raised me to fight since I was a small girl. She was adamant about me being able to defend myself against many dangers, either Draugr or merely the man who won't take no for an answer. Xynn laughs. Well, I've seen that happen. She did well in preparing you for this adventure. Marissa smiles. She was well trained, and I'm blessed by her training and patience. They say maidens are connected by bloodlines and ancestry. It's one of the many things I've learned about the maidens that will make me question my grandmother when she says her past is not important. Xynn looks interested. Well, what all do you know about the maidens? Marissa stands up, rested. I'll tell you what. Let's get to the next part of the dungeon where we can speak on this some more. Xynn stood up and drew her weapon ready for battle. Well, I look forward to that conversation. I'm just going to check if there's a little bit around here that I should have gone to have a look at. Just round this section. This is a typical Hammett dungeon because he's done the disorientating thing of having different areas. Wow! That was totally unexpected. Fucking hell. But that's okay. Let's just get through that bit again. As long as Topaz is here. Is Topaz? Yep, she's there. Oh, never mind. Never mind. It's just a little... We were only a tiny bit of the way in anyway. It's my fault for not giving her any ebony flesh. It would be quite funny if you could paralyze ghosts. It'd be quite fucking funny. Just gonna open this. Hello. These ghosts have got, you know, a decent amount of health to them. I'll say that. And there's this upstairs bit. This is actually one of the bits that I wanted to check out. There's this upstairs room before we go into the other rooms. This looks a little bit familiar, but then again, that's because they're like similar to some of the other dungeons, correct? Or like the same. I actually remember this bit. Oh shit, fuck. I'm try not to, it should, repurpose, spun around, altered. Right, okay. Yeah. So why does that, or not why, but when does that bug happen? The grey-faced one. Is it known to happen like at a particular point, and when does it not happen? Come on, you. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna leave a lot of. It's a small space. I mean, it's good for combat, but at the same time, if you're a ranged fighter like Xynn is, it's kind of harder. So it's good that we've got Topaz here because she can do a lot of that work. It's a VRAM issue. Sometimes it fixes itself within your portal save. Oh, okay. Alright. So this was where we got up to. When we went up here, I think this is where we got in trouble, wasn't it? So just going to spray the floor here. And have some of the damage being done in the hallway when they come down. And then I'm going to go back and do the same thing again. Quite an amusing way to play things, and an effective way to play things, definitely. She did well. I wondered if there was something on that plinth, but there's nothing on that plinth. Okay. No, I hope not. Okay. And this is the door that takes us through to the next section. Yep. It is. Yeah. Maybe you're right, RipX. Like we could have done it in like one dungeon per stream, but actually a little bit more than that because the end bit. Is the end bit beyond the other four another dungeon or like an arena for where Bloodstone is? Trial of Topaz 2. Unless Vet showed up. Yeah, exactly. Well, he likes to talk about music a lot. As do I, to be honest. But we got quite... It's a smaller extra, okay. We got quite different tastes, Vet and I. Not hugely different. Not hugely different, but... Wow, look at that. Foul ram. Can we paralyze this cunt? Oh, that was intelligent. Paralyzed Topaz. Awesome. Good work. Good work. Oh, at least. Wow, we've got Night Lord vampires as well. This is hard shit, RipX. Topaz is doing a good job. All your maidens / followers are really, really good fighters. The reveal is a scene over 5 books. Oh, okay. Okay. You don't think we're going to make it in this stream? Falram. Gold, ring, lockpick, stamina. No, they are. Well, that's why I decided on Relance. That's why I decided on Relance. I never really thought I'd have a follower. Boss chest. Ring of Eminent Smithing. This is very cozy, this little extra bit, isn't it? I'm surprised that you put so many Night Lord vampires in there. I mean, not too difficult for Xynn, but still a little bit tough. Definitely. What would you say was like the minimum level player for this kind of dungeon? What would be a good minimum level? Or for this mod in general, not just for this dungeon, but for this mod. They were based on Venture's stats. Oh shit, okay. Let's be careful here. Wow, how many fucking Night Lord vampires are there? Fuck me. I don't actually know what pendant she's wearing. She should be wearing some kind of magic abatement pendant or something. Great work. Great work. Don't forget to save. Yeah, I'll save after this bit. Wow, that was impressive. I'm also impressed with the work that that Topaz does. Very impressed. She does very well. Maybe save and reload. Really? What, at this point, do you think? Oh my fuck. Let's go for it. What the fuck is this thing? Oh, for face. Right, I see. Coronax's minion. Well, Coronax's minion, we can deal with him. He's all right. Okay, I'll try that. I'll try that in a sec, RipX. Wow, he's got a lot of nice shit on him. I'm definitely taking some of this. Definitely taking some of that. That was great. It's kind of funny. I don't know what the rules are for, like, making a good dungeon. All I know is that Hammett does it really well. And that there are plenty of... What I'll do is I'll this is an auto-save, so I'll just quit and then reload. Do you mean like quit Skyrim? Or just reload from... Let's just reload from there and see what happens. Oh, I fixed her. Look, she's back. Okay. Woohoo! What do you think of her outfit? This is the which mod is this? UNP. UNP. What's it called? What is it? I'm sure. Let's sort this lot out. Really, no issue at all. Spice gear, yeah, it's. I think it's quite a well-known mod. It's good, but actually the hello, Bandit Chief. Let's sort him out. Oh look, he's off. He's fucking off. Look at him go. I actually recognise this part. I recognise this part from another dungeon. Because here there was a lot of mages and shit. Yeah. I remember. In fact, I've got a clip from that. I've got a clip from that, which is on the channel somewhere. Chapter 8: A Lesson on Maidens. The dungeon continues, but it's time for a rest, for battling the forces of evil expend an exorbitant amount of energy. As they rest, Xynn inquires about the maidens. So, what do you know about the maidens? Topaz smiled. Well, my great-grandmother taught me about the maidens my whole life. She was adamant about me learning because she always told me that I'd be one day if I proved myself worthy. Well, let's see. The prophecy happens every 1,000 years, though this one is happening only 1 year after the last. The maidens are made up of different races and are always female. The maidens always get a set of magical armor and weapon when they finish their proving ground, which is usually a dungeon. The part that is perhaps the most ironic is that the enemy that the maidens face is always many times more powerful than maidens are individually. Some cosmic balance move, I'm sure. However, the aspect that is most scary is that the Bloodstone is always a maiden from the previous prophecy. I don't know if it's a reborn or raised maiden that died, or just a soul copy that Malagbel pulls from the maiden during battle. Xynn looks quizzically at Topaz. I met the last mains in Solitude. They were all pretty intimidating, except the blue one, what's her name? Sapphire. She was a sweet lass. Trust me, says Topaz. If you anger her, I'm sure it will be just as bad as any of the others. Xynn laughed. I'm sure it would be. Now let's get moving. I'm getting a bit tired and could use a meal. Well, I mean, I could use a meal as well. But not yet. Come on, you. Let's go. I think advanced follower tweaks has been like absolutely fine. I think it's been absolutely fine for my needs. I can't remember what the other one was called. But it was too much. Had too many other dependencies and stuff. She'll come. She'll come soon enough. So there are two emblems here. Hawk, hawk. Just as well I noticed those. Chapter 8.5. Before the first boss, the tension reaches a point as the duo stand before the gate to the final boss in this dungeon. Xynn smiles at the Topaz Maiden and says, well, your armor is going to be behind the thing behind this door, whatever it is. It sounds pretty big. You ready? Topaz smiled and turned towards and said, hey, I got a weapon too, you know. Xynn laughs and says, well, let's go get it. They don't seem particularly daunted at this point. I have to say, oh, what, the emblems aren't necessary. Okay. Final Topaz trial. Oh my fuck. God, he was right there. Didn't even think about... I thought there would be like a bit more of... a bit more distance. But it's okay. He's definitely doable and workable with. Can I paralyze? Oh shit! Hold on. Her fuck. God, he took her right down. I'm gonna have to keep my distance from him. I was being maybe a little too flippant. God, look how much health he takes. I'm gonna let's get some wall of storms on the ground. But we have to be careful to regenerate, make sure our magicka regenerates. Because he does quite a lot of damage. Can he cast restoration on himself? Can he do that? I'm going to try and get out of his fucking way is what I'm going to try and do. Unknown, okay. Oh my god, so fucking close. So fucking close. Alright. I'd love to fucking paralyze him. Let's try. No, he resisted. That's a fucking shame. And what I'm also going to try and do... Hey, Pelek's here! Woohoo! Pelek, how you doing? What is that gargoyle thing? It's one of RipX's bosses. And it's giving... Making salad. It's giving me fucking problems. It's giving me serious problems. So... I feel bad about you not bringing her along. Say no. It's fine. Look, third time lucky. There we go. Look, because we've already got Topaz, haven't we? So, you know. We made it. It only took 3 goes. But it's fine. Topaz is in a bit of a bad state. But she's unkillable anyway, so that's useful. Best seller ever. Raw broccoli, walnuts, blue cheese, pomegranate seeds, and garlic olive oil, lemon and tangerine. God, that sounds fucking awesome. Sounds amazing. I take it this is the portal we want to go through, right? Because I think this other door takes us back to where we... back into the temple. Yeah, so we want to go back this way. Okay, cool. Your salad sounds awesome, Pellet. Yeah, hey! Okay. I'm just going to make a slight change. Make a slight change to the stream ambience. Because I want to get the original music back just for a bit of a break from that music. Oh, look, look, look! Woohoo! We've got some cool shit here. Alyssa, the Topaz Maiden. This is down as Topaz Victorious. I don't know if that's slightly different thingy. Let me just take a look around the room for a sec. Oh, it's an extra book. It's an extra book. Topaz Victorious. Here we go. Okay, got you. The duo breathe while Topaz checks out her armor. This is pretty nice. This is. We'll put it on her. Xynn was quiet and confused. I thought the Topaz Maiden had a pair of weapons as Rolance discovered. This is just one mace. The Divines give the maidens what they need, and they play to the strengths of the maidens. My expertise is with maces, so I assume that's why I got this. Every weapon for each maiden is always different, with only one exception. The Onyx Maiden always gets a scythe. Oh, that's cool. We don't know why, only that it is so. Look, there's another book here. As she hands the book to Xynn. Xynn opens the book and begins to read. Your journey has started, but it's nowhere near done. To continue, find the next maiden, the wolf, in the Four Shields Tavern in Dragonbridge. Well, I can't wait to meet the next maiden. We can expect it to get harder from here on out. Make sure to grab that key and let's get out of here and regroup. And then head to Dragon's Bridge. Cool. I don't need to take the books with me, it's fine. Topaz door key. The Anne mace, the mace of the Topaz Maiden. I'll give that to her. There you go, you can have that. It's good for the carry weight. Just going to look around. Search tomb. Oh, hey! There you go, you can have those. No, no, no! Come here. Come here. We don't want you to go. I want you to dress up and put something else on. So, let's give her... She's got a lot of her own stuff that she doesn't necessarily need, Xynn. One day I'm just going to, like, just take everything off her and just give her, like, 3 things. That actually worked. It worked. I'm really pleased with that. Let's make it a bit brighter. Oh, well, that looks fucking awesome. Yeah, I mean, we had an issue, like in the last one, in the last time when we did Gemstone Prophecy 1, if you recall, we did this We had an issue, didn't we? We had an issue whereby like only 2 of the maidens wore their armors or something. But I think she was good. This is interesting. This choice of sort of black male that you have here. What? I mean, it's cool. It's different than the other looks. I'm just pleased that it's worked on my system. To be honest, I'm just pleased it's worked on my system. That's great. Let's go. Come on, you. Wonder if I should take a picture for the Discord. Let's take a picture for the Discord. How much longer am I playing? I'm going to go for at least another hour. At least another hour. But probably a little bit longer. Probably a little bit longer. Let's go. Well, what time do you finish work? Okay, leaving work and I'll join back when I get there at home. Cool. Oh, yeah, I know why, because our clocks have changed. Yeah, I forgot. Our clocks went back at the weekend. So that would make it an hour differently. An hour different. So I'll still be playing when you get home. I'll still be playing when you get home. Definitely. Not through that way. We've got to go back out to Riverwood. Oh, it's changed next week. I personally love it when the clocks go back. I personally really like it. I know not everybody does. And we're off to Dragonbridge. Doesn't she look great with her stuff? Oh. Got disorientated. New Onyx incoming. Cool. Oh, there we are. Wasn't exactly sure which bit of Dragonbridge we were in there for a second. Into Four Shields we go. Kind of like Dragonbridge. It's okay. It's okay. As far as smaller towns go, I prefer somewhere like RipX's. Hello. Friends like you are hard to find and very valuable to me. I just want to have a look at her. Well, I have to say she looks pretty good. I think she should keep what she's wearing at the moment, rather than whatever else. It's good for variety. We'll give her her armor when it gets to it. The Onyx Maiden. The Four Shields Tavern is not as busy as the others. No, it's definitely not. It's half dead. Most likely due to its location. It's not too long before the pair are approached by a dark-skinned warrior female, giving them a stern once-over as she was measuring them up. Xynn decides to break the silence. Greetings. The girl stared at the pair for a few seconds before noticing that Topaz Maiden, now in her maiden armor. Is that, she said, the maiden armor of the Topaz? Topaz smiled. Yes, ma'am, it is. I just want to say what an honor it is to meet a Sherry. Topaz balled up her right fist, put it in the middle of her chest and bowed slightly, with her eyes never leaving the stranger's. The stranger seemed surprised. How do you know the Sherry formal honor greeting? Topaz smiled. Even bigger this time. Did I get it right? Fist in the middle, withdrawn and respectful, yet protecting the body in case of attack, right? The stranger seemed impressed. That's great, but how did you learn it? My grandmother taught me about the Sherry. She fought with one many years ago. She said they were the fiercest fighters she had ever seen. Topaz then looked a bit more and exclaimed, Wait, I know who you are. You're Rolonce. Oh, right. Hey. Who discovered the Lost Cavern of Prophecy, aren't you? Rolonce smiled. I think you know too much, child. Then Rolance turned to Xynn. I assume you're here for me, you not? I have a key in everything. This is how it goes, right? Xynn stepped up. Yes, it is. And I'm sure by your knowledge you know what's next. Yes, I do. I assume there are portals. Let's go. I can't wait, said Topaz. And with that, they geared up and headed back to the portal to face Onyx's dungeon. Cool. Excellent. Good stuff. Where's Topaz buggered off to? Come on, Topaz. Oh, look, she's over there. Let's go. So we have to go back to Riverwood and then back into the portals. I even recognise Lord Phil. Better than the console commands, at least. Yeah. Well, we you know, we haven't had to do those yet. Oh, you know what? Hang on, let's just get Rolance. Hold on. Did she not follow us out? Maybe I should have. Clicked on her, so to speak. There we go. We got both of them? Yeah, we do. Let's go. Back to Riverwood. Okay, 30 minutes. Alright, see you soon, my friend. Have a good, safe journey home. I don't think we will have finished the mod by the time you get back. Just a feeling I've got. Okay, Riverwood. So, I mean, everything's been pretty smooth so far, I have to say. It's been good. I think this was Wolf. I think he said this was Wolf 1. Dragon, snake, snack, bear, wolf. We need to get a key though. Oh, there she is. We seem to always get the same kind of grey face bug when we get through to this section. Hang on a sec. Let's see if we can get a key. Onyx trial. I'm just going to hard save here and reload that last bit. In fact, I don't even need to quit. If I just reload it within itself, it should be fine. Oh lol, that didn't work. Let's quit to the main menu and try again. Okay. Is that going to fix our grey face bug? Oh, it has. It did work. It's interesting. It happens when we get into this portal-y bit, for some reason. But I seem to remember something funny like that happening before. There was an issue last time in inside the hub room in the Gemstone Prophecy 1. I'm going to leave Well, actually, I'm not going to leave these here. I'll take them with me. Why not? Authenticity fail. The team steps inside Onyx's dungeon and prepare for battle. On seeing Relance's weapon, Topaz is confused. Why aren't you wearing the ancient armor of the Onyx? And where is Stormcaller's fury? Relance shook her head as she looked at the ground. Because it wasn't. It looked like it, but it was only a copy. A powerful copy, but a copy. I spoke to an elder after I found it. She broke the blade. You can't break Sherry blades. That was the only thing I needed to see to know it was fake. The armor too. Made by someone who obviously had knowledge of the very first prophecy. And exploited that knowledge. But why? Why such a ruse? Oh well. I'm here to fight, so let's do it. Perhaps the answers lie inside. I hope so. I'll listen on my way home. Hopefully I won't eat up too much data. How much data do you normally have, like, per month? I have about 4 gigs. I'm always very, very careful. This whole data thing is shit, you know, like how they put... Oh, how they put restrictions on it. I bet it doesn't cost them that much. Oh, that ghost is dead already. 4 gigs is what we have, but we're getting ready to go to the mountains on the vacation. She told me not to use any. Oh, I see. Okay. So you might have little packages you can buy for more should you need it, I suppose. I'm going to just go through these doors before we go through to any other bits. Well, having 2 followers is pretty good. It's not something I would have said before, but it's kind of useful here. And that's going to activate one of the doors beyond. Oh shit, there's more! I wasn't expecting that. I'm just going to let them deal with those. Well, that was quick. Grand healing tome. This is this is relatively large, this place. So let me just check. So we came in through this section. Oh yeah, that's the outside bit. Okay, all right. So yep, this is the only way to go. It's the only way to do it. I really want to paralyze some shit, but you can't paralyze all these ghosts. There are no Draugr. It's purely ghosties. But it's you know, it's very quick to have 2 more followers. They make definite quick work of the dungeon. This is a little sort of storage room thingy. Oh god, got attacked by a ghost from behind. I wonder if the monsters get more difficult with the amount of followers that you get. And that one opens that door. The Gemstone Deception, Chapter 12, Truth Revealed. The trio stopped for a spell. And that was when her curiosity finally beat her, and Lotso asked, "So again, who is this grandmother of yours?" Topaz stood up tall and proud, as she always does when speaking to her grandmother. "Anne Mace of Dawnstar." Rolonce squinted, like she couldn't believe what she had just heard. "Anne Mace?" Rolonce asked. "Yes," Topaz replied. "Your grandmother is Anne Mace?" "Yes." "You're telling me your grandmother is Anne Mace?" "Yes." "The Amethyst Maiden." Now, it was time for the one, Xynn, to lean over and whisper, "Well, I guess you don't have to wonder about that anymore." Topaz was in shock. "My grandmother really was a maiden?" Rolonce laughed. "Anne Mace, the Amethyst Maiden. The Anvil. Wow, now I'm intrigued. Is she still alive?" "Yes, although she's quite old now," Topaz said. "I'm not surprised. I should have known by the design of your mace. She made that for you, didn't she?" Topaz said. "Well, not for me. But it's mine now. The metal used is..." Rolonce cut her off. "I know exactly what the metal is. It's why her weapons are so durable. Anne Mace is held in high regard among Sherry. Let's go. And during this journey I'll tell you about your grandmother and why we call Anne Mace the Anvil." Topaz, in disbelief, simply said, "Okay," grabbed the Anne Mace and prepared to continue. So, well, we will continue as long as Rolonce moves. Am I going to have to jump over her? Oh, no, come on. Oh, good. Like, off we go. That's pretty... I don't... Whatever... Is... If she's using some... Rolonce is using some kind of great sword, which puts pay to them with one hit. Which is pretty fucking effective. Hunting bow of weariness. Never really been into archery so much. My characters haven't really been into archery so much. It's not something that kind of comes so naturally to me. But I wouldn't mind making a character who's an archer. That might go... That might work, actually. That might work, having a character who's an archer. Like, maybe the third one. Whenever that's going to happen. Fuck knows when that's going to happen. Wow. One shot. Impressive. It's something that generally happens more when you don't keep your distance, which is what I should learn. Right, we'll just go through the ghosts here. See, the thing is that if you've got at least a couple of followers, then getting up close is not really what you have to do. You have the luxury of not having to do that. It's a little bit force of habit, seeing as I've got two characters, and one is spell sword, so she gets up close a lot more. And sometimes you just have to kind of remember who you're playing, what the right thing to do is. But I think an archer would be probably more interesting to play than a tanking character. I've done that before. Been there, done that. Like when I started Zell, my first character, she was just like a barbarian at the beginning. Come on, Rolonce, you're going to get in the way again. She was just a barbarian at the beginning, so she didn't do anything apart from just thwack people with two-handed weapons. And the only difference would be if I created a character who used like heavy armor. I don't think that would be that interesting. Not for me anyway. But good evening. Oh, how are you doing? Nice to see you, Wolfie. How are you doing tonight? We're having a chilled out time. It's a chilled out time, and RipX is around. But actually, RipX is probably in the car as we speak. He is in the car and driving back to his house. I should really have some kind of mental map of all the US people are. God, where is RipX? I can't remember where RipX is. But anyway, Wolfie, tell me about your day. What did you do? Have you been thinking about any more kind of arty things? What have you eaten? How's it been in general? This is my new thing. I take pictures for the Discord, and I'll probably end up with like fucking 30, and I end up like with like 1 or something that I use. Doing decent, just tired. Going to sleep in less than an hour because construction's nearby. Oh god, that's fucking awful. What time did they start? What time does the construction work begin? Let's go. Oh, what I should have done, I just leave this to them. I'm just going to leave this to the girls because I've been pwned a couple of times from close combat. 6:59 the construction starts since 7 a.m. Since 7 a.m. is allowed. That's surprisingly early. I'm pretty sure over here it's 8. I'm pretty sure it's 8 o'clock that it's allowed over here. That's too early. Do you wear any kind of like earplugs or ear defenders or something like that? I didn't used to myself. I didn't used to wear ear plugs myself, but I do now because of the area that I live in. I live in a very nice area, a very beautiful area. However, outside the window is a relatively active walkway, and so it's useful. It's really useful. Over here, construction start from 7 a.m. till 10 p.m. That's insane. I think that's too much. I think that's way too much. Or it may be just the British construction workers are more lazy. But that's just... I don't know. Yeah, maybe you should... I've been thinking of buying plugs, but they won't hear my phone alarm going off. Oh, you will. You will, trust me. Yeah. Like, I've been wearing earplugs probably pretty much every night for a long time, and I have absolutely no problem whatsoever hearing my phone alarm. And as well as that, I mean, if you've got a smartphone, like me, then you can adjust the volume of your alarm. I can make my alarm like really quiet or really loud, but never once in memory. Just a good old basic phone. Oh, I see, like a dumb phone, right? Like I was running dumb phones for like a couple of years. It was more than that because I got rid of my smartphone in 2014. I got rid of my smartphone. What's going on? God, let's let them get rid of this guy. I got rid of my smartphone in 2014 and had a dumb phone for like 7 years. So like a small Nokia, like you're talking. I mean, I only used it to message or call. No need to buy an expensive smartphone that doesn't fit in a woman's pocket. I mean, you don't need to sell me the dumb phone thing. I mean, I'm a big fan. I had them for like I say, like 7 years or so. But I ended up getting a smartphone again, re-getting a smartphone for just one reason, and that was Spotify. That was the only reason I got back into smartphones. But yeah, like I said, I had a Nokia job like you for like 7 years between 2014 and 2021. But I don't regret it at all. I mean, I fucking love my smartphone. It's great. It's a Sony. It's an absolutely great phone. And Android has come a long way in 7 years. Android is a very, very smooth and nice operating system to use. People always look at me weird when I text or call. I can drop kick my phone, pick it up, and it still works. I'd like to see someone do that with their smartphone. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing about smartphones. It's like, this is a nice phone, and I absolutely love it. But, you know, obviously it's a lot more... Whoops. Obviously, it's a lot... It's not as sturdy as a dumb phone would be. But it's got... I mean, it's absolutely fine. It's got a screen protector. It's got a nice case. If I dropped it, it would be fine. I have dropped it a couple of times. Nothing happened. But, you know, a dumb phone would probably be in better condition. I think. It's just about being careful, I suppose. But yeah, oh, absolutely, I know about, I mean, having those little Nokias, they're really cool. And there's a period, especially in the 2010s, where they were more kind of trendy, shall we say. When the hipster phase really took hold in the 2010s. What's this? Circlet of peerless destruction. Oh, that sounds good. That's something that would be up her street. Am I going to be able to twist your arm this month, Wolfie, to do a squid drawing? Open iron door. I'm not sure. I bought a smartphone after a few months. So I was rushing to get to work. Whee! You'll do a squid. Woo! I was thinking of it. I'm going to read your smartphone story in a second. I was thinking of either a squid or a squid girl. Why don't you try? Why don't you do a squid girl? Could you just whatever that means, whatever that means, because you know there's a little bit more sort of creativity there, rather than a squid. Squid girl, sure, yeah, exactly. I don't know what it means. I mean, there's an anime character called Squid Girl, but it's nothing to do with that. I'm not thinking about it in that way. I'm just wondering exactly what that would mean for you and how that would present herself. How she would present herself. I think that'd be cool. It'd be awesome. It'd be great. Well, what's your... I bought a smartphone after a few months. I was rushing to get to work. Attempted to put it in my purse and accidentally slipped outside. Yep. Cracked the screen and fixing it was basically the same as buying a new one. Well, I had a similar problem with my old Nokia smartphone. I dropped it on the floor. The screen cracked. It stopped working. And... I mean, it cost me like 40 quid to repair the screen, which isn't that much, but I was just like, you know, fuck. 40 quid. I don't spend 40 quid. Because, you know, if you crack the screen of your dumb phone, and I've cracked the screen of my dumb phone before, you know, nothing happens. So, yeah. I mean, the thing is now I've got my phone on insurance, so my smartphone is insured. So if I lose it or break it or eat it, then I'll get another one. But I'm not attempting to exploit the insurance because... You know, I mean, I'm not that kind of person, but in addition to that, it's like if I did do that, I can't be bothered to wait for things to arrive. Lollipop's here, woohoo! Hey, Lollipop, how are you? Nice, good evening. A birthday command. The birthday command is already there, actually. The birthday command is part of Me 6 or Frank. All we have to do is use it. So, I mean, and I don't know if you get the same kind of list of commands that I do. I think you probably do. I think everybody does. Like if I just put a slash, if I just start like a comment with a slash, it gives me a list of things. It does the same for you, right? Feeling swag, eating cake from yesterday. Cool. What cake is it? You know what was really sad? Like earlier in the stream, Fett came in and he didn't take a photo of his dinner, and he had made an iron brew and ice cream cake, and he didn't take a photo of it. I mean, to me, that's just like way disappointing. You know. So I've asked him to make it again. And it's not like he just got a Victoria sponge and poured iron brew into it. He made it from scratch. I mean, that's dedication. I told him he should deep fry it. Like a true Scot. True Scots deep fry their cake. This month's challenge is Law-vember. Law-November. if you will. Basically, our friend group will now build lore on 30 prompts from November. God, Wolfie! Are you going to have time to fit in the Squid Girl? 30 prompts. Vanilla cake with a SpongeBob joke on it. Do you remember what the joke was? Or was it funny? Yeah. Oh, you will have time. Cool. Well, take your time with it. Take your time with it, Wolfie, because there's no rush on the Squid Girl thingy. If you manage to do it like this month. You know what's funnier than 24-25? I wish I knew about SpongeBob. That's the thing. I don't know much about it. So that's probably like an in SpongeBob joke, you know. So that I just goes way over my head, that one. I already did 2 prompts today. Oh, cool. Oh, that's good. Day 1 was Noble Family, and day 2 was Event that destroyed a city. So the prompts, are they just like little sketches? Is that all they are? Yeah, Lollipop, there are loads and loads of things like Frank has loads. Birthday is just one of them. But, you know, it's a nice thing to do, I think, that it just sort of prompts and says happy birthday to people when they're there, you know. But there, like I say, there are loads of other things that I haven't really looked into them that much. There's some interesting stuff that he does. Come on, let's move. Now, I'd like to get to the end of this dungeon. 364 days on November the 1st. Oh, really? Is that another one? There are a lot of comments in the Discord that I haven't looked at. We haven't seen Tubbo or Wilbur for a bit. No, that's the birthday command response thing. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what it says, isn't it? It gives like how long it is to the next one. I tried to give Frank like a birthday of like, you know, somewhere in the 12th century or the 11th century, like he was some kind of, you know, ungodly sentient demon, which he is. But it wouldn't let me do that. It wouldn't let me give him a birthday that was more than like 100 years old. Maybe he just doesn't want people to know. Now say happy late birthday, Lysander. Well, so is that you? Is that you then? Was your birthday yesterday? I've put it in the fantasy and literature section. If you want, I can share the prompts there as well. If you guys would, absolutely, Wolfie. Absolutely. Oh, I'm slightly disappointed that I didn't know it was your birthday yesterday. Oh, you should have said something. But I know. Anyway, happy birthday, Lollipop. Happy birthday for yesterday. You great person, you. What did you do? Did you have a nice birthday? Yeah, happy birthday. Woo! Go you. I'm gonna give you lots of virtual cake and stuff. But I know what it's like. Like with me, for instance. I don't like necessarily telling other people it's my birthday, and it's something that, you know, it's like, you know, I should do. I should tell other people when it's my birthday. But my friends, cool. Did you have any Merlot? Did you drink anything? I was thinking about you today because I was thinking about red wine. And I know that you like your Merlot. Yay! Woohoo! Look, there you go. There's your cake. It's quite. It's like a Yule. Look, Pellet's giving you a cake. It's like a kayak. Kayak. It's a Yule log. You know, very seasonal. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Wolfie. Thanks. There you go. Very seasonal. Right, we need to wine and cake. Very good combination. Yeah, I hope it was Merlot. Finally, we're getting some Draugr. We hadn't had any Draugr up to this point. It was just ghosties. Where's Relance? Or Onyx in her new form. Sometimes they sort of hang back and bug out a bit or something. Yeah, well done for checking. Still, we're in like the wilderness with the sound alerts. Yeah. Well, I don't know. You know, I know that. Was that a book? Oh, did we just miss a book, RipX? Just going to take a look. Oh, up here. Yeah, up here there's a book. I know that John was having problems last night as well with sound alerts. I was watching John's stream last night and people couldn't redeem his sound alerts. So what I'm going to do tomorrow night, I didn't have the time to do it tonight, but I will do tomorrow night. Before the stream tomorrow, I'm going to sit down and try and work out exactly what the issue is. It is a bit weird. Yeah, it is strange. It is a bit odd. But like I said, it's not just me, because it happened in John's stream yesterday. People were like mashing sound alerts and like nothing. Like occasionally they work. Fetch redeem 2 tonight. Can you try for instance Viking Horn through channel points? Can you try that? Because I think that he tried that one earlier and it worked, and now it's not working. It's bizarre. It doesn't make any sense. And I've got the sound alert dashboard open here in the background, and it still says the same thing. It just still says they're queued. Refresh browser source. I don't.
Kinky.
Okay, why did that happen? Sound alerts are so fucked at the moment. Can I redeem sound alerts myself? I must be able to. I've never done it before. From my own profile. Yeah. That kinky one must have been a delayed one. Must have been a delayed one from earlier. So God fucking knows. But I haven't, you know I posted, yeah, go on. What is it? What have you found or not? Oh, are there a lot? Exactly. Can you imagine? Can you imagine it's going to be some fucking tentacle orgy? Or maybe that was just my plan all along. Oh, that's quite a funny idea, actually. Because, like, you know, how you can actually make sound alerts yourself. I haven't made any, but it wouldn't be difficult. It wouldn't be difficult to make something. Yeah, can you imagine if they all come back simultaneously? Fuck. But yeah, before the stream tomorrow, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit down. I should have like about an hour before stream starts tomorrow. I'm going to sit down and try and fucking work out what the issue with the sound alerts is, as much as I can, if it's still on my end. But the fact that John couldn't make them work most of his stream yesterday makes me think something else is up, you know. The Onyx Maiden. I'm not flicking pages, by the way, because I've got on my computer in front of my laptop, I've got a different version of the books. So I'm reading from my version of the books. But actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to see if I can just do both. They won't be identical, but I'm going to see if I can do both at the same time. Stay healthy. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've drunk quite a lot of water tonight, actually, since I came back from the run. So yeah, I've drunk more since I came back from the run than I drank through the entirety of the day up to the run in the evening. They should be good. The books on James just have crappier grammar. I'm reading from my version, all natural books. Is that what I said? Did I say that? Did I say all natural books? Or did it sound like I said that? Running is fun. Running's a lot of fun. What kind of time can you do? What's your average time for a 5K? I'd like to know that. Oh no, I wish you did though. Oh right, okay. This is like where the revisionist history comes in. You know, oh no, you did say that. You know, well, you know, month and a half. What is that? Is that RipX's time for a 5K? What, a month and a half? I want to know what time Lollipop can do a 5K in. Unless she doesn't know, unless she doesn't time herself. I always time my runs, always. But I don't have any like snazzy smartphone software I use, because I don't care about that. I just use like a Casio stopwatch, because I learned the hard way. I learned that if you run round and you've got like some GPS thing strapped to your arm which is feeding commands into your ear, then when the GPS goes down, which it probably will inevitably at some point in a run, then you fuck things up. You're like, oh fuck, and you have to stop and you're fucking with things. I have no idea. Okay, so you never time things. Okay, cool. Running is fun though. I blame my form master at school. He was obsessed with running, and so, you know, we all had to be obsessed with running as well. And if we weren't, we were in trouble. I'm going to try and do this simultaneously. Hey, are you keeping up with the numbers right? So you know if you miss a book? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because the next one is 13. And it's right the next one on my list. So we are A-OK for sequentialism. It's all cool in the gang. Featuring me. 2 water bottles per 5K. It's more than I do. Then you're drinking more than I do on a run. I mean, on a 5K, I tend not to drink any water on a 5K. Because I can't be bothered to carry a water bottle with me. I've got one of those little ring bottle thingies, you know, like the donut bottles. But for a 5K, I don't take those around with me. But you're drinking 2 water bottles per 5K. I take it when you say 2, are you talking about like a 500? No, like a 330. Maybe like a 330 ml. Something like that. And but I'm doing like yeah, exactly like one of the little ones. But what I tend to take gels as well, but I only take gels on like 10K and above. Because I find in a 10K that there's a point of the run around about like 30 minutes. No, about 45 minutes into it, that it just gets really fucking difficult. And that's got to be like, that's why I take those about 30 minutes into it, 35 minutes into it. I'm going to read this book. The battle was intense, but soon the team fought through another wave of fiends. Man, why can't we get all the maidens first? Topaz asked while trying to catch her breath. Ha! Said Rolance. The challenge is what makes us stronger. It's what gives us the strength to fight. Topaz sat on a nearby rock. I forgot how gung-ho the Sheri are when it comes to fighting. The other races have nowhere near your stamina. That's why we can't keep up. I think fast stamina regen is a racial trait of yours, isn't it? Rolance looked up and said, Is making excuses for failure a Nordic trait? And then turned away. Oh, that's bitchy. Your grandmother was able to handle fighting with Sheri. Of course she was, Topaz remembered. Grandmother was always faster, quicker, wiser than anyone around her. I could never hope to reach her level, only to get as close as I can. The Onyx Maiden smiled. That is commendable. Perhaps you'll reach your goal during our journey. Marissa looked hopeful and just said perhaps. Grandmother told me the Sheri was all but extinct. What happened? Again, Onyx looked down. Our village was destroyed by the Divines twice in our history. It was when our society had reached levels of magic and technology never before achieved by any race. They came down in human form and laid waste, saying that the Creator was angry because we had disrespected her by trying to get equal to her power. They said if we did it again, we would never recover. Sadly, something else happened, and the rest of our race was destroyed, except for a few people. The Stone Sisters Amaya and Reba Stone, or as you know them, the Amethyst and Ruby Maidens, and a few elders that were not in the village at the time. After that, we all left the village and sought our own path. But enough of that. Would you like to hear how your grandmother became the Anvil? Topaz happily said, of course. Rolance got up and exclaimed, well then, let's get through the next section, and I'll tell you. If you can handle it. I can handle it. I think. Carlito came back. We want 100 followers. Yeah, well, I will be doing a big push for that. We got 22 days, 22 days till Thanksgiving, and I've got Thanksgiving off as well. I've got it off work. I mean, I must, you know, say that, like, Thanksgiving is not a big deal in this country. It's just not a thing at all. But I'm going to be doing something for it because it's fun, and we get a lot of people in this stream from the US. So it's going to be fun. I hope I find out why she's called that before my wife comes home. Well, what time is your wife likely to come home? Question for the Squid Girl. Do you prefer it to be anime-like or more borderline realism? Well, you can do like, I know you can do like two styles, because I've seen that one of your drawings was like anime-like. The way that I had it in my, I had it in my head is kind of like realism, because I was interested to see how you would interpret it in that way. Now Lollipop wants it to be like anime-like, but I was more interested in like the realism side of it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just interested to see how you would do it in that way. I saw Squid Girl and said anime is better. I mean, we've got a Squid Girl, you know. We know what Squid Girl looks like. Unless I mean, I can make a version for both. Well, why don't you go ahead? Why don't you do both versions? You could do, you know, an anime one and a realism one. I'd be fascinated to see what you come up with. Be great. And then you know, we could attach her to the server somehow. But yeah, I mean, you know, apart from that, the creative latitude is entirely with you. I'd love to see. I'm really excited to see either, you know. But yeah, that'd be cool. Very, very cool. Let's go. Is there anything past this little bit? Yeah, there is. There are 2 bits. So I have an idea. Just need to be able to work it out. Oh, that's quick. I do like your anime style. Your anime style's pretty authentic. From what I saw earlier in the month, what you did in Inktober. It's starting to get a bit cold. Is anyone else cold? No, Lollipop's not going to be cold because it's not cold in Texas. Okay, see you in a sec. Be right back. But here, yeah, exactly. It's fucking 4 degrees. That's why it's not. That's why I'm starting to feel a bit fucking cold. Temperature is like noticeably dropped over here in the last week. Noticeably dropped. The fact that we're into low single figures right at the beginning of November is a bit surprising, I have to say. This is long, this bit. This is long. I should get a drink in a sec. Oh, fuck me. This is the first of 2 bits, right? Is your wife at work, RipX? Okay, how exactly are we going to tackle this? I'm going to do this thing on the right-hand side before we do anything else. Wow, this got kind of like Warrenus. She's doing the chickens. Okay. One day I want to see a photo of the chickens. I want to get Relance's armor. Have you got like a big kind of... Wait, tentacles are back. I've missed tentacles. It's not something you hear somebody say every day. I think Relance is just kind of, yeah, hanging out in that little bit there. Something happened the other day, actually. I didn't... 7 times combo. Woohoo! Do I get this as well? You don't hear she's doing the chickens very often either. No. Hi, Scoot. Good evening. How are you? How are you doing? Nice to see you. No, I mean, look. Honestly, I didn't want to be the first to say it. I don't even know what doing means in this context, if I'm honest. Feeding? Been lurking since the start. Scoop, you master lurker. You've leveled up severely in lurking. Did you notice that... Oh, the emote wall is working. That's cool. I was wondering if the emote wall is having problems. My parents have the chickens, but I have the cock. Did you mean like, you know, like a cockerel? Is that a joke? Oh. Can't really. No, there's not much you can say to that. Not much you can say to that. You all have sense of humour over there, right? Of course. Yes. We found it funny, but we also questioned whether, you know, how like furry your cock is. Moving on. Yes. Oh, Scoop, I was going to say, have you seen your role in the Discord? When I say a role, it's, you know, roles in the Discord a lot of the time are just like, you know, categories. You know, if you click on your name on the Discord, you've got like another descriptor rather than just member. Don't know if you noticed. I didn't know I had one of those. Yeah. Check it out. You've got another descriptor rather than just member. If you can remember what it relates to. Yeah. Sorry, I just missed a bit in the chat. Just wish I had some Copic markers. Would be fun to experiment with those. Yeah, you said that you can't get hold of those, or you've been having difficulty getting a hold of those. It's actually funny because when you say Copic, it like to me it sounds like Coptic. It keeps making me think about well, Coptic writing, you know. Spell tone? Yeah. Okay. Coptic as opposed to like hieratic or hieroglyphics. Yep, that's the one. That's the one, seahorse cheesecake. I mean, I can try and get some in an art store, but it's $5 per marker. Bloody hell, man. $5. $5. $10. $10 buku money. Name the film. Scoop might know that film. $10 buku money. $5 is all my mum allows me to spend. No, euros. Dollars would be cheaper. I don't think I've ever seen those two words next to each other before. No. Thinking a lot about seahorse cheesecake. Actually, have you really? Well, it was just one of those things that I thought was, you know, I've seen a lot in my time, but that has never come into my head before that discussion, and I thought that it shouldn't be forgotten necessarily, and it should be assigned to you. So that is your assignation. Not an assignment, an assignation. Do I get combos as well? Can I have combos? If I break Lollipop's combo. Hold on. Fuck's sake. Maybe I should just play the game before like RipX's wife gets home. You know? Oh god. I'm not gonna break this combo. I'm just gonna leave her to it. RipX. Did you just pass a book before? I'm gonna look. No, there was a spell tome. There's a spell tome, RipX. But I'm gonna go back just to verify. There was a spell tome on a plinth in there. But I'll go back and have a look. The RipX ruined 47 times combo. And you at least need 6, so that's $25. Dollar. Really? Fucking hell. I'm getting seriously cold. I don't mind admitting it. Look, here we go, RipX, look. You see, it was a spell tome. That was the one. I think that's the one you're referring to, right? Is that the one you were thinking about? I'm scared to answer. 100 times combo. Fuck me. Damn it. 100 times combo is pretty fucking good though, I have to say. Okay, I think we move on, we march on. Scoop, I was going to ask about the... I'm sorry to ask a very British question, but I was going to ask about the weather. Sorry. I am actually interested in what it's like over there at the moment. Is it cold? Are you actually having winters now? Do you expect snow ever to make a return to Norway? Did we go through this a little bit? Oh no, this is new. unseasonably warm, actually. 10 today. It won't last. No, it won't last. It's about that here, actually. When I left for work this morning, it was 5. And it's 4. And I keep looking at that figure on my laptop, just like, really? 4? At this time in November? I don't have the heating or anything. I should save here, that's what I should do. Had snow about 3 weeks ago, really? What, in like middle of October? Really? The only time when I saw it, but it went. Did the gnome sweep it up? Because he likes doing that. This is all very serene. I think RipX is worried about breaking Lollipop's combo. I haven't done that. Oh, you broke it. Broke your own combo. What's the most, though? What's the most you've managed? What? You managed, like, over 10,000 squid. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you told me about last stream. I'm just shocked again to see that figure. I remember. I've got more people to start when I was on John's stream the other night. We can try and get 500, yeah. Yeah. Do you want to go back to Nicole's stream? I was going to go back to Nicole's stream. But actually when she's live. Yeah, exactly. Actually when she's live rather than just when she's doing like repeats. Because she's repeating a lot. But on a live stream it'd be funny. Wait, why do we not get a kill cam? We hardly ever get kill cams. I don't know why. Look, about 40 minutes. She's running to Tractor Supply to get some hay for the dogs to sleep on. Okay. That's also something that I don't hear every day. But, you know, I live in London, so what do I know? Are you guys up for it? Yeah. I'm up for it. But what emote only? You want to do it in this one? Violence is the mod for kills. Violence is the mod for kills. Oh, what do you mean? You get more kill cams? I want to chat a little bit more. Especially seeing as RipX's doesn't have much longer left while his wife is doing stuff with hay. Yeah. We'll do it. We'll give it a go. I'm gonna get a beer in a sec, and you know, before the end of, because I'm not going to finish it in 5 minutes. I'm going to go over a little bit. Then we can fucking do an emote only squid spam. I was thinking that we might actually get to the end of dungeon number 2 by the end of the stream, but I might be wrong. Relance is lagging. This is Relance version 2. No, Oh, she's back. She's returned. What about this guy? Can we get rid of this guy? Oh, yeah. Do you want me to add your birthday, or did you? You may be able to add. You may be able to add your own birthday, Lollipop, to the Discord. Or did you already do it? Oh, you added it already. Okay, cool. We've got to be heading towards the end of this dungeon. This particular one. I'm looking to see where the, unless I've missed it, where the exit. There should be like a sort of pulley thing. Oh, there it is. Oh, of course, it's a Hammett dungeon. Have an urgent need to make deviled eggs. Are you going to take any pictures, Scoop? Sorry, have to ask, because you spoke about deviled eggs the other day. You know? And I'd love to... I don't even know what they are. I should know. Are they like Eggs Benedict? Is that what they are? Are they like Eggs Benedict? Duly noted. I'll wish Lollipop's next birthday on 364 days from 1st to 20th. Frank, the century-year-old demigod. Yeah. I was thinking more like a millennium. Like, I was going to give him... We'll take about 20 minutes. Alright, Scoop. We'll probably still be here, to be honest. I mean, I'm going to go and get a beer myself, and then we're going to get a little bit further into the dungeon, and then we're going to do an emote spam for 2 or 3 minutes and see what combo we can reach. But yeah, that's what I thought. I just had that in my mind. And also, you know, the blue face of Frank, right? The blue face of Frank is not how Frank actually looks. That's just how Frank wants you to think he looks. When in reality, he looks very different. Okay, we open this. Gemstone section, chapter 14. You can chill now, Topaz. You can relax. It's all right. The legend. Oh, right. This is the Legend of Anne Mace. I was going to use my other microphone tonight, but I wasn't able to set it up. I'll do it tomorrow. Only after sound alerts. Fucking hell. The Onyx Maiden sat down to rest before the second boss. Oh, right, we're right before the second boss. Okay, cool. And finally, to Marissa's delight, started telling her the legend of Anne Mace. The Amethyst Maiden Anne Mace was picked as a maiden for her prophecy by Dibella herself. What's everybody's favourite god or goddess in Skyrim? That's a question. She was paired with an onyx, a diamond, and a ruby maiden. The diamond was a Ningheim healer, and the ruby was a Khajiit battle mage. She, of course, was the tank, and the onyx was the melee. During the course of the continuous battles, the onyx's weapon was damaged, and there were none available that she could use. They had to think fast. It just so happens that Anne had a pack of Sherry metal on her, and she asked Onyx if she could use the metal and her Sherry skills to repair the blade by grafting the Sherry metal into the damaged section of her non-Sherry blade. It was possible, and luckily enough they found a kettle to use as a smelter, but no anvil. Without the anvil, she could not do the work she needed to on the blade, and that's when the most amazing thing happened. The Amethyst Maiden got on her hands and knees and offered herself as the anvil. That's a pretty cool idea. Frank's new username, Frank Millennium Old Demigod. Yep, you're giving his secrets away. even though she knew the pain she would have to endure if it didn't kill her. But she didn't hesitate. It was a great display of maidenship. I'm impressed. The ruby battle mage heated the metal over the sword, now on Anne Mace's back. The onyx would work the metal, and the diamond would heal Anne as the molten metal would scar and burn her skin. This is intense stuff, RipX. It's gone all kind of dark. I like it. Darker. It took a long time. And when the weapon was done, Anne Mace, the Amethyst Maiden, provided a great sacrifice in a time of battle, and the Sheri warrior was so impressed that she swore an oath of friendship to her. This is when she was given the title The Anvil. After the prophecy, she brought Anne to the Sheri village, and she was designated as second historian. This way, if the village was totally destroyed, our history would still endure through her. It seems she has kept up that part and has been teaching you our story. Wow, that's an amazing story. Thanks for sharing it, Topaz says. Relance stood up and said, "My pleasure. Now let's go. I want my scythe." Topaz smiled at Xynn. "I told you, the Onyx Maiden always gets a scythe." Got second boss coming up. End of second dungeon coming. The public needs to know. If they don't, it costs them their lives. All levels. Cough. Future event. Cough. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what we've stumbled on here. You know, I thought that we were just choosing a bot. I didn't know that the bot had chosen us. And it's not even a bot. It's something far more insidious and sinister. There in that blue face lies the depths of hell. Shall I save? Yeah, I'm going to save. Because the last one wasn't easy, actually. The last boss wasn't easy. What does this do? Oh. Oh, right. Yeah, that's a Hammetism because it's probably the other side of a dungeon. Probably. I feel that it would be kind of slightly cheating to conjure a Dremora. But that's what I'm going to do anyway. Hey. Let's go. Is he going to make it through the door? Yeah, look, we got fucking 4 of us now, motherfucker. Think you're all special and bossy, do you? Verhammit, that's kind of funny, to be fair. I found it funny anyway. Oh, I didn't even need a Dremora Lord. This guy's gonna go down like a fucking flan falling off the shelf. Oh, look at that. It's over so soon. Who knows if I even remember to put a boss on. Well, you did. But definitely wasn't as hard as the last one. Ely Crinnis is Frank's true name. I like that name. Did you make that up? This name is just there to go along with normal names at this time. That's quite funny. It's almost like a classical Greek allusion, at least allusion. Temple of the Onyx Maiden. That's where we're going, right? We're going to Temple. Greek translation of Frank. Right. Very good. Like it. Definitely looks classical Greek to me. Cool. Yeah, because this is the... Yeah, that's the other direction. Okay. Now it's time for Onyx's special gear. Why is she in go mode? Why is Topaz still in go mode? She doesn't need to be. Our other girls haven't made it through. Temple and those extra books kind of tell the little short story of the old maiden. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna. Where have our other girls gone? Should I go back? If I go back in here, maybe they'll follow. Maybe they got stuck. They didn't even get stuck. They just sort of disappeared. Oh, no. Here we go. On it. Okay, good. Right, let's go. It'd be good if we could make Frank send messages. What? Send... What, just like his own messages, unprompted? Do you mean like do you mean like an AI bot, or to send things out like a timer every so often? Like an AI bot, so what, you could actually have a discussion with him. It's actually funny because I know a guy who scripts bots, and now what is his bot called? Because you can talk to her. Hang on, let me just find out. Hold on a sec. Demonica. That's her. This is his bot. Hang on. Look, I'll show you. I'll drop a link into the chat. Or a command that makes Frank send a message that we can customize. Yeah. That's cool. That's a cool idea. There might be something that we can do. I mean, you know, we can do more with the bot if we pay for it. But I don't want to pay for it. But you can do more with it if you do, obviously. But that opens up other options. I'm just going to drop the. I'm not going to drop the link in because it's like totally not safe for work. And this stream is not safe for work either. But I'm just playing it safe. But this bot is called Demonica, Queen of the Land of the Dead. I don't even need to put that in the chat. Just Google Demonica, Queen of the Land of the Dead, and that's his bot that he scripts. And she's like the most popular bot on bot social communities. There are actually bot communities out there. Send it in mod only. Okay, alright. I'll send it to you. Hold on. This is his thing. But yeah, he's done a good job there. Right, let's continue. We can go back through. And hopefully both girls will follow, because you know we lost Onyx. Oh look, she's back. Here she is. Right. Anonce, the Onyx Maiden. Fuck, I'm cold. How many times am I going to say it this stream? I'm going to put a jumper on after I go and get a beer. Anonce, the Onyx Maiden. Oh, so these are the little ones that he was talking about. I see. Yeah, this follows in my list here, not the real one. So I'm going to go with this one. The Onyx Maiden stands clad in her armor, which we haven't given her yet. I'm going to go to the fridge and then I'm going to get her armor. Wow, that sure looks a lot different from the Stormcaller's Fury that I remember, Topaz said. I saw you in Dawnstar shortly after you discovered the Lost Cavern of Prophecy. Onyx, thinking for a moment, finally answered, yes. I'm not sure why this is. It's because that is not Stormcaller's Fury. The voice came from nowhere. Jade, Maiden, is that you? Xynn asked. Yes, it is. Dibella herself has made it to where I can speak to you all and help you when I can. Onyx was stunned. Wait, the Jade Maiden from the Prophecy history located in the Lost Cavern? Remember the Lost Cavern? We did it recently. That was a great mod. Favourite so far. Woohoo. She's real? I am indeed real daughter of the Onyx. Allow me to clarify. The Stormcaller's Fury, the true one, was a scythe used not in the last prophecy, but in the very first prophecy. No one has seen it for millennia. Some say it was taken, others say it was hidden. What you have is indeed a powerful weapon, as all prophecy scythes are. It's just not the scythe. But enough. You need to rest. And then when you're ready, grab the key, unlock the Onyx door, then head to Rorikstead. I love Rorikstead, personally. The inn there is where your next maiden is. The group started to head to the portal. when Topaz looked up at Rolance and said with a smile, "I knew you were getting a scythe." Onyx merely glanced at her and said as she walked through the portal, "Hush, child. You're starting to annoy me. Now, come on. I need to eat something." And off they go to the Frost Fruit Inn. I just happen to know it's called the Frost Fruit Inn. Look, I love this fucking marble texture you've got here, RipX. I'm going to take this book. I'm not going to read it yet, but I'm going to take it. And what we're going to do... Look at that scythe. It's fucking awesome. That's really cool. Okay, I'm going to go to the fridge. I am going to the fridge. Break for 1 minute. I want to break for 1 minute. And then I am going to come back and we're going to put Relance's / Onyx's armor on her. Should look pretty cool. I hope. Be back very shortly. Now I know why girls have those makeup mirrors. You know, the ones like that with all the light bulbs. It's not just girls, actually. You see them in theatres a lot. Makes total sense now. Things I didn't know, which aren't that interesting. Some OLED texture resource and the girl who made the I'm the Skin made that side too. Oh God, well, you know, we've got to compliment her. Sadly enough, I'm heading to bed, struggling to stay awake. Okay, no problem. Next to the stream. Oh! You're very welcome. It's my pleasure. Hope you sleep well, Wolfie, and hopefully see you tomorrow. We'll be back 7 PM UK time tomorrow. Have a good evening. Why do I say that? What did I say? What was I talking regards the mirrory thingy? Oh, why did I mention it? Oh, I see. Because it's like the difference between the camera picture of me with and without the lights is just ridiculous. Like, you know, if I come in the room having gone to the fridge, I come in here, it looks kind of unexpected. I'm not used to seeing these fucking bright lights staring at me, which you can't see on your end. And I've always kind of thought, why do you need lights that bright? But from the camera picture, it's really necessary. Because if I didn't have these, it would just look like utter shit. Just kind of interesting. And it makes me think of those, you know, mirrors that you see in theatres. Yeah. I'll take a picture of my setup from how it looks to me. And it's just like it's like a proper little studio. It's kind of interesting. It's cool. What are we doing? Right. We've got to do her armor thingy. Onyx made an armor, boots, gauntlets, scythe. Scythe is so fucking cool. I think Topaz, she still wants to fight, you know? She still wants to fight. I want Onyx to come up here so we can see how she looks. But she'll come anyway. That doesn't matter. We'll just do it from this side. It's fine. I have to say that this version of Relance, I mean, I can't say who I prefer, to be honest. I'm not complaining. She looks like a freaking frog in a fight stance. Yeah, I know. It's like She's just fucking spoiling for a rumble, you know. Yeah, I know Relance. Can you make a new Relance out of this one? It doesn't matter. I'll still use the old one. But can you make one out of this one? This one's a good one. They're both good. Let's give you... Hang on. This one, that one, that one. And Scythe. Oh, wow. Well, I have to say, looks pretty fucking good. But it's good that we now we see why having a bright light is useful, because you can see everything. I don't know what's happening with Topaz. She just needs to relax a bit. Great armor, I have to say. Fucking great. What's up with you? Maybe if we go through this door, she'll stop. We need to take this key as well. We don't need that book. I use the mod called Quick Light. It's awesome, and I never have to recast it, and you can pick the amount of brightness from three levels. Well, Nick has also tried to encourage me. I use the word tried, the verb tried, because he has not been very successful in trying to get me to use another light spell rather than just the standard candlelight spell. But I've tried other ones, and yeah, I like doing it this way. I like having one that I have to recast every minute or 90 seconds. I don't know why. I just kind of prefer it like that. Let's go. And I wanted some. She still wants to fight. She still wants to fight. This is the way to Rorikstead, yeah? Yeah. I love Rorikstead. Rorikstead is cool. But I think what we're going to do is when we get to Rorikstead, that's when we're going to do our what's it called? Squid thing. Because well, we're not going to do that much more in the stream tonight. I think finishing 2-minute break. Okay, that's cool. I was just about to go to Rorikstead. I think we should go to Rorikstead. Then we can do our break. Where is Rorikstead? Rorikstead is a very dear place to me. It was the location. Oh, it's raining. It's actually quite a important place for me for 2 reasons. I'm stopping. I'm taking a break. It's an important place for me for 2 reasons. Because firstly, it's the place where my first character, Zell, got her identity. That's where she was named. She was named in Rorikstead. Because that's where she got her history. And it's also the location that I started my first affiliate stream in, was Rorikstead. So yeah, it's an important place to me. If I was to be honest, I'd say probably close it down after you get Citrine. And then after you beat Hers and Diamond's dungeon, I would wait to do the rest of the mod. Because of the decent sized section and the final battle and the reveal. Yeah, I mean also it's getting a little bit late here. Not that late, but a little bit late. And I think, we can head into the inn and chill out a bit. And close the stream after that, because, it's getting a little bit on the late side. Nick's starting to use slang. Just wait him to start saying your mum jokes. I do that quite a lot myself. But honestly, one of the best uses of that joke was in a forum recently, computing forum I go on, and I don't know what the topic was about. I think it was about OnlyFans. And then obviously the topic got onto the adult industry. And somebody said, with so much porn on the internet these days, and so much stuff being file shared and pirated, I don't know how women make so much money in the porn industry. And somebody said, why don't you ask your mum? I thought it was great. I thought it was such a great comeback. Oh, I found it funny. Should we go inside the tavern? Some people probably think that kind of thing is puerile, but I like it. Oh, this is cute. Look, it's the Frost Fruit Inn. They have, like, little wreaths here. Here she is. Oh, such colours. Can we pick her up? 29 slots. So what gear has she got on? Her bick will probably be in the big room, I think. Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. I think companion outfit. Oh, is that what it is? Oh, I don't know. So this book is about citrine. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it here now that we're all here in the Frost Fruit Inn. I do love the Frost Fruit Inn. Companion outfit or wolf yeah, is it the wolfy thingy? I have to say that Relance looks great. Really good choice, RipX. Really good choice of outfit. I don't think Scoopy's back from his cooking yet though, because I wanted to get, you know, as many people as possible to fucking spam. So what's Squid Time? Yeah. I mean, we can do it anyway. It's a bit dark in the tavern, but never mind. Let me just see that my. Hang on. I'm just gonna come out of stream broadcast mode. Hold on. And go onto my actual channel display. Dissident Knave is streaming. Might be useful raiding him. Hang on. Are you going to enable it, Lollipop? If you want me to... Hang on. What, bottle of water? Bottle of water? Fucking go. Let's go. X. Oh god, notifications are coming through on whatever it's called, Discord. I'm gonna do the same one as you. Hold on. Squid 2, Squid 4. It counts. It counts all squid. So it does. It's not a combo breaker if it's a different kind of squid, right? It counts them all as valid, right? I think it does. God, how are you able to do it like that? I don't know how you're able to do it so quickly. Because I'm just like copy, paste. I'm just pasting. You're a fucking expert at this. Jesus Christ. Ah! RipX must be going like, what are you people doing? Oh, maybe you're just good. I think what it is you're just... How do you do it so quickly? So the timer doesn't break the combo, though. I'm just amazed by your speed at this. But 999,000. Everyone's just watching us. No, nobody else is doing it. I think I just need to get like fucking quicker. While we're doing this, so RipX, are you going to be around? Are you going to be around tomorrow? I mean, obviously, from this point on, I'm going to close the stream very shortly. So you're going to be around tomorrow? Oh, don't say anything! Don't say anything! Don't say anything! You'll break the combo. It's emote only anyway. So just tell me in the tell me in the Discord. Could you imagine if we did a fucking emote only stream? Fucking hell. I think in this kind of situation it also helps, you know, what kind of computer you've got as well. Like my laptop here kind of struggles a little bit. Wow, now the fucking views are going up. They're gonna be like, what the hell are you doing? To anyone new who's coming into this stream wondering what the hell we are doing, we are spamming squid because we love squid, and we're trying to get to get 10,000 combo because that was, you know, we had a great stream. It was very, very enjoyable, and I loved RipX's mod. It's a fucking awesome mod, but we haven't finished it yet. We're about halfway through. I think we're about halfway through, and if we don't finish it tomorrow night, then we will complete it on Tuesday's stream next week. But we're going to be doing it again tomorrow night, and we should finish 2 more dungeons tomorrow. I'd expect to finish 2 more dungeons tomorrow, something like that. So why are we doing this? Why are we spamming squid? Because we love squid. That's why. And because squid are cool. And tentacles. Squid and tentacles are cool. You can infer from that whatever you wish. inference is important and personal. But I'd love to know how far we were along, and you know, my percentage of this is like way less than yours. You've got to be in like fucking 90%. You must have done 90% of the squid, even like 95% of the squid, in comparison to what I'm doing. But I'm like way. I'm up for working out a way of doing this quicker. Because I wonder, wouldn't this be funny if this actually became a thing? Like we ended up doing some kind of like squid emote spamming championships and it ended up getting views. Like, how fucking big a combo can we get? It'd be great if we could actually measure. It'd be great if we could actually measure during the stream what our count is. Yeah, Stream Elements doesn't break it. If it's a timer, it doesn't break it. I mean, you know, anyone else is free to post as long as it's a squid emoji. I think if it would be any other emoji, then it would break the combo. We've got to be over 1,000 now. We have to be over 1,000. Probably over 2,000 at this point. I don't know if it measures... I don't know if it caps. If it caps at 9,000. We need a sort of, like a tally. You carry on. I'm just, Lollipop, I'm just going to have a drink. Fucking hell. Discord is, I can see Discord is quite active. But what I'm going to do very shortly is I'm going to say my thank yous. I'm going to say my thank yous while we're doing this spamming here. And then I'm going to keep the stream open for a little bit, and then Lollipop can break the combo herself, and we can see where we got to. So I'll say my thank yous. First of all, I have to say thank you to RipX's, of course. Really enjoying the mod so far. It's great. The lore is fantastic. I'm enjoying it more than one. I like this one quite a lot. The build is better. The atmosphere is better. Hub room is better. It's all really, really good stuff. Outfits are better. And also, dungeons are great. Really cool. But the lore is really good, and the books are written really interestingly. You've got a lot of cohesion going on there. Things sync up really well. So it's really, really good. And I'm really enjoying it. I'm glad that we got to the end of Dungeon 2. And I expect we'll get to the end of Dungeon 4 tomorrow. And if we don't finish it, then we will leave a little bit of suspense, and we will finish it next Tuesday if we don't finish it tomorrow. Who else do I have to thank? I have to thank Fett. As always, Fett came in at the beginning of the stream and was his inevitable self, and he stayed for quite a while and chatted about music, which is great, so thank you, Fett. Thanks to Wolfie. And she, hopefully she's going to sleep tonight and okay tomorrow through her construction work, which is going on down the road from her house. Thanks to Scoop, who is either cooking eggs or eating eggs at the moment. And thanks for being a lurker in the stream. Thanks to everybody else who came in. Thanks to Pellock. And thanks to probably one or two other people who I haven't mentioned. Thanks to Lollipop, of course. And thanks to our lurkers, whoever they may be. So that's all I have to say. And the next stream is going to be when we continue with the Gemstone Prophecy Part 2 tomorrow night at 7 PM UK time. and I'm gonna take my leave of the stream. I mean, I don't know how far we would have got now. I mean, I would have liked to think that we would have got to a couple of thousand, maybe 1,500, 2,000. Lollipop, do you want to break the combo? 352. What the fuck? How is that possible? 352. I'm shocked that we didn't make it into 4 figures. Absolutely shocked that we didn't make it into 4 figures. We need to find out a way. Oh, it happens when you pass 5683. We were going way too quickly for it to be 352. We were going way too quickly for it to be 352. I don't think that's true. Yeah, because if you think about like how quickly we would have made 100. When you go past, I don't know if we would have made it to 5683, but it's got to be more than 352. But regardless of that, I think that I need to increase my efficiency. You don't need to increase your efficiency. I need to increase my efficiency. I'm going to work out a way of doing that, and we can have a group. A group spamathon, and I'm amazed at and thankful that the viewers have held on to the end of the Squid Spamathon. That's all I have to say. Thank you to everybody. See you all in or outside the Discord, I hope. Operation gets better at squids. Yes, absolutely. Operation, I'm going to think of a name for it. I'll tell you later. I've got an idea. Deviled eggs done. I missed the end. Oh, no. It's fine. Well, I mean, it was kind of surprising. It was surprising because I thought that we were going to get to 4 figures. I thought that we were going to get to 4 figures, but it said that we got to 352. I don't think that's correct. I really don't think that's correct. It's got to be more than that. But I'm going to check the Discord and take a look at what's there. But yeah, so that's the end of the stream. I thanked you, Scoop, and my thanks. But oh, Lollipop's off again. But hope you have a great rest of the evening, and I hope that you post a picture of your eggs. Öf, or yumurtalar in Turkish. Right, I'm stopping. Thank you very much, everyone. At 7 PM UK time tomorrow. Good night. Thank you so much, RipX. Have a good rest of the evening, everyone. See you tomorrow. Take care.